Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another furry feature. Where I don't usually get proper intros to furry features. If you've not watched a furry feature, that is where we're playing general furry games of all sorts and sizes. It's like a chill sister series to Play It by the Pound, but instead of weird content, it's just cool furry vibes. And what we're going to be checking out today is something you guys may remember if you've watched previous content. This is MOXIE Graffiti Burst. This was a game from the developer of Circus, which I also played, PlatinaXO, who basically they make cool furry games starring their deer character in different roles and stuff. In Circus, they were basically like a jester, and in Graffiti Burst, they are a cool skateboarding punk going against the establishment and the mayor and the city and stuff. You know, very Jet Set Radio inspired. That was one mentioned as a direct inspiration. We checked out the Kickstarter demo for Graffiti Burst. Unfortunately, their Kickstarter, it didn't succeed, but that doesn't mean the game didn't get finished. Basically, the Kickstarter was entirely for them to get a custom soundtrack going, which sadly did not happen. So they have apparently found good options that are instead of commission music, they found some good royalty-free stuff and such. So in nice Game Boy font, of course, because this is of course a Game Boy game, a Game Boy Color game specifically made with Game Boy Studio. And it's a shame that Kickstarter didn't succeed, but they still finished the game. They polished it up. It's gotten a patch as well, and I'm going to be checking it out as promised. I promised them that I would play the whole thing, and I am interested to do so. They've also done some fixes. You guys might remember if you watched the Kickstarter demo, there was a few issues here and there, like the ranking system could have been more clear about its objectives. Apparently that stuff has been revamped, so we're going to see some good improvements in this version. They have been listening very raptly to my feedback, and I appreciate that quite a bit. I have nice conversations with them. They're a nice dev, and in fact, they're even working on a sequel to this already as well. So if you want to know more details about that, watch to the end of the stream/video, and you will find out more. But we're going to try to 100% this game. I don't think it's a terribly long game. When I did the Kickstarter demo, I think we played like a third of it. I think the demo was like a good third of the game. So yeah, let's go back into this and probably start from a new save. I don't know. I don't think I can carry it over. But that's fine, because I want to see how the improvements are done on the earlier levels anyways. Before we begin, if you liked the video, do think about giving a like, maybe subscribing if you'd like to do that. Maybe come over to Twitch if you want to watch this content live, whether you want to lurk or talk. Think about coming by hanging out with us. We'd honestly love to have you. And of course, we also have a Discord community if you want to check that out. We have a coffee link if you want to help us directly monetize what we do here, and I very much appreciate it if you might consider it. And we also have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff over there. Links in the description, you can check them out at your leisure. And just so the YouTube audience doesn't click off because they think this is going to be a boring game, have cute deer art. Here you go. This was the thumbnail I made for the Kickstarter demo. Yeah, I really like Platina's art, and I like their deer character. They've actually been refining them more and more. They said that they're kind of casually a Sona. So, like, the character is a character, but also kind of a Sona for them. So, they've been refining the look, and honestly, the look for Graffiti Burst 2, or whatever the sequel is going to be called, they did a revamp for that. It looks even cooler. But I love all the different outfits they wear in these different games, so, yeah, cool character. Anyways, let's go ahead and start up, and again, if you like Jet Set Radio, you might like this game. I could try hitting continue, but I'm just gonna do a new game. I want to see the new changes anyway, so... You guys let me know if the volume feels good. If you feel like the music needs to be turned up, let me know. Chapter 1, Meet Your Dearest. What is up, mischievous South? It's Tamale, coming in hot. This is 103.5 Fawn FM, the hottest radio station. If y'all missed it, we got a brand new tourney coming up. It's, of course, super illegal, but we move quietly, which is why I have a radio show talking about it. You'll need to impress the judges with your skills. Bring your boards and cans, and bring your whole crew. The winners get a trophy and all the respect. We might see some fresh meat show up, too. Heard a little doe is here to win it all. Reportedly goes by Vivi. Let's see if she can prove herself, or she'll have to skate away with only shame to her name. In the meantime, stay tuned as I'll play the hottest tracks. Next up, we got Crocodile Scars by Dochi. Okay, I think one improvement I immediately see is, I think I advised them to speed up the text for the dialogue. I think they did that. This is a good speed. I mean, you could, it scrolls very, it spawns very quickly, but it waits for you to press the button, so it's fine. Like, it's not going to go too fast for people. And by the way, if you ever need some help, press select on the map and tune in my guide on all things skate. I gotta win that tournament. Legends were born at events like that. I simply grind by going on the rails. I can do tricks by pressing either up or B. This is easy for me. Alonze. I need to remember what Alonze means. The character says that a lot. Alonze means let's go! It's French for let's go. Okay. Alonze. But, okay, one thing I'm immediately noticing is I might be having a... I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the character sprite has been utterly changed, actually. I think it's more detailed now. Let me double check that, actually. Let me check. Now, I played the demo, the Kickstarter demo, wow, when did I play it? Let's see. I played it back in April, mid-April, so it's been a little bit. It's been about 3 months. So I recently played it enough to remember the general details of the game, but it's long enough ago that I don't remember everything that I saw. So let me double check. I want to see the character sprite and see if it has been updated. Like I feel like it might have. No, I don't. Oh, it has been, but like the color scheme has been changed. Interesting. It's more of a color change. Okay. So they have apparently improved a fair bit. Like for instance, the combo, like the ranking system at the end should be a lot more clear now. And the trick system, yeah, there's now a combo meter if you notice in the bottom. Now, one thing that my head's blocking is the timer. This counts up. You want to get a good time at a level. That's one of the ranking things. And I just activated. Oops. Right. If I change my head and then change it back, I'll hit a debug command for this emulator. Whoops. So they've improved. I feel like they've improved the momentum a little bit. It feels a little bit different. Now there's a combo meter that actually tells you. Like I think there's a way to know. Yeah. Did you notice the little sound effect there? If I did, like, how did I do that? There. Now you know when you're tricking. See that? Because there's little effects. Sick. So this lets you know when you're building your combo. This wasn't here in the Kickstarter demo, so that's a lot better. Because now I know when I'm comboing. Alonze. Okay, that's how you say it. Thank you. Also, I believe there's a way to, I don't know if they remove the move, but there's a way to do, like, a trick off, like, when you're jumping. I don't remember if that was removed or not. Now, let's go over here. So this is a Jet Set Radio-style skate-and-graffiti game, so it's an anti-establishment kind of vibe, and that means we're also doing graffiti. It's the name of the game. With small graffiti, you just simply cross it and it'll tag. With big graffiti, gotta hit B. And collect graffiti cans to unlock art. Yeah. Oh, they changed how those look. They're a lot more clear now. In the past, they were not purple and rotating. I think they were a little less clear. And I believe, I want to say you can trick off ramps, or at least you used to be able to. I don't know if they removed that. Because it was a really confusing move. Let me do a few tests. No, I'm not managing to do a trick, so I think they may have removed that one. Either that or I still don't know how to do it. We'll find out. Should be fine. And there's Evil Doberman. Oh, actually, I just realized that. Are my settings correct? I think they are. Everything looks about right. They've done some color rebalancing to the game. Though I also think I was messing with my emulator settings for colors, so let me check what we're running, actually, real fast. Are we running... Just want to see if we're running, system. Automatic prefer Game Boy Color. Yeah, that should work. We should be in Game Boy Color mode. Just making sure. The simulator can actually run a number of different modes. Super Game Boy, Game Boy Color. And here's what the Doberman does. He kills your combo, which is very bad. The enemies do that. Now, I'm playing horribly on this first level, but I'm just explaining the game for anybody that didn't see the Kickstarter demo. Ah, here we go. Look at this. So, in the past, what the game would do, in the Kickstarter demo, it would just be like, your combo is this number, your score is this number, your time is that number, and then it would rank you. And it would, but you notice how the second part, slash this, slash that, that wasn't in the Kickstarter demo, so whenever you got a bad rank, you always had to ask yourself, okay, did I not increase the combo enough? Do I need a better time? Do I need more score? Do I need a mix of those things? It was never very clear. So now we have a very clear statement as to what you need to do to get an S rank. So that's very good. So, as you can see here, I played horribly, so I didn't get enough combo and stuff. Now, the score and combo seem pretty generous on this one. Time is the main thing. Oh, wow, the map has received a glow-up. Oh, this is a heck of a glow-up for the map. This is way more detailed than it was before. Also, I believe I just walked through the whole game, so that's how long the game is. Wait, track 2. Track 2? Also, I think this is this the first or second level? I think this is the second level. Yeah, this is totally the second level. Hold on a second. Oh, that's weird. The little this icon wasn't here before. It was like missing when I first joined the world map. It was like there was no circle. Okay, it's here now though. That's good. The sprawl. So there's now actually a level entry screen. That's new as well. The sprawl, track 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, your basic objective is to go really, like, speed is important. Like, you don't want to slow down, generally. So if you could slow down to do more combos, you generally don't want to do that. Like, yeah, that's cool that you could do more combos if you slow down, but you want to not slow down. So, like, sometimes there's, like, situations where you can take a certain spot, but you can't take all the spots, and that's okay. Like, you just want to take most of them. As you see here, I got just enough combo. I did not get enough score, though, so I got an A. Time was good. I got under par in that. Now let's go back in. Let me get that S rank. Let me get it. I can do it. Ah, perfect. Exactly the number of score I needed. There we go. There's an S rank. Now, getting the S ranks is a little tight. Oh, good. They even did that. So I also advised them. So the interesting thing is about S ranks. There's actually objectives to get all the S ranks, but like they're not there. So from what I understand, there's a bunch of basically achievements in this game, and you do need to get a multitude of S ranks to get the achievement, like to get some of the achievements done. Which unlocks art, and the game, and like I said, Platina's art is really nice. So unlocking art is a good reward for an artist like them. But the thing is, if I understand correctly, you don't actually have to get unique S ranks. If the game says like get 20 S ranks, technically speaking, you could replay the same level and get S rank on it 20 times, and that would complete the condition. That being said, I advise them like, okay, if you want to do it that way, that's cool. But I do recommend. I told them I recommend that when you beat a level of an S rank, that it tells you that you get a little marked progress, because some people would like that, and so they did that. Now, if you beat a level of an S rank, it'll actually display you got an S. That's cool. Now, I don't think it's actually required to get S rank on every level, but I kind of want to do that because it kind of sounds like, you know, that sounds more entertaining than grinding the same level for multiple S ranks for a condition. So. Let's try to S rank everything, unless something just feels ridiculous. Ah! Okay, I messed up. I just went and increased my... So the way the combo works in this, you know, in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you know, if you combo, if you, like, are on the ground too long, you lose your combo. That's not the case here. You can actually be on the ground as much as you want in this, and you won't lose your combo. The main problem is, like, it'll cost you time if you're like, doing, like, hopping back on a round going. That's the problem with hanging around on the ground. You're not getting points. You're not doing things. See, look at my time. See, I was too slow because I was messing around. I'll go back and do that. Attention all citizens, it is I, Peckaton, your president. We've noticed oh yeah, I think he was the mayor before. Now he just called himself the president of the town. Wow. We've noticed a filthy criminal roaming our clean and lawful streets. I'll be sitting in some extra backup to deal with this unnecessary stain in our city. I do expect the police force to not fail me and grab that bastard ASAP. Now get him! Ha ha ha! He's a completely reasonable and not corrupt bear, I'm sure. Okay, can I do a trick on the... that intro screen lets me trick. I'm kind of wondering, if I trick on the intro screen, do I get an extra combo start? I don't think I do, but... It would be funny, though. That was too slow. By like 1 second. I do like now that I can see a part-time. That was perfect for everything but the part-time. Okay. So I gotta do under 28 and do as much as possible, so. I hope you guys are having fun. I know it's the chat got pretty quiet. I hope people like Game Boy Color games. I know they're a little simple sometimes, but I think Game Boy Color is cool. Turn around. Turn around. Go, 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 go. Rush, 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 rush. Ah, just barely too slow. Okay, I think I shouldn't go for that one take point on the ground. That's like... Yeah, I need it exactly... Like, I need to get a 9 combo exactly, basically, and I'll be good. It's simple, but, like, it's challenging, too. You have to... Like, here's the thing. The levels are elegantly short. But things are pretty exact, so you have to make sure you do all the correct moves, basically. Okay, that should save me just enough time to win, as long as I combo everything. I should be good. Or did I get 29 again? No, I didn't. I'm good. I couldn't tell what number I got there. I should probably... You know, let me move my head a little bit. Can I do that by... Oh my gosh, that's big. There we go. I'll move myself over just a tad. Now you guys can see the time and see how I'm doing on time. Options. Track 3. So the first world is called the Sprawl. I'm just gonna do a really fast run just to see, get an idea if this will work, baby. If you trick on each rail, you're in good shape for the combo. Like, if you get one trick off each rail, you're generally good. Oh, that was really close. Okay. Need a little more score? Didn't quite score. I think I know how I could have done the better score. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. I need a trick on each of those, if I can. Actually, I don't know if I can. Let's just go, let's full send it then. Ah, I messed it up. The only problem with tricking is that sometimes it makes it so you can't jump, so you have to be careful. Oh, I see what to do. No, I understand what I did wrong. What I want to do is actually fell the first jump. Watch. You'll see. Go down here, grab that. And then trick on these. Grab that. And trick on these. If I can help up here. Okay, there we go. And I want to full send it because I'm going to run out of time otherwise. I did not full send it. I would have had it if I had full sended it. I know where I could have gone faster. I was a little slow at the beginning. Right at the beginning, I made a mistake. So, like, if you think you were a little slow, you probably were. Just FYI. If you think you went too slow, then you're probably right. The S-ranks are quite tight, but at the same time, they don't feel unfair. Oh, no! Oh, I bumped the wall. Did I just fail because I bumped the wall? No, I managed to get it. So I lost. I could have cleared that on 24 seconds, but I bumped the wall at the end and slowed down. You know what I'm actually gonna do? So you press up to trick. That's fine. I'm actually gonna rebind a little bit. I'm gonna actually rebind the emulator a little bit because I just realized. I'm gonna also make a save state. I just realized that if obviously for a Game Boy game it makes sense because you got the jump button, you got the trick button, which is up, you got what does the other one do? It does something else. But I think I actually want to switch. I want to do a thing. I'm gonna actually change my buttons a little bit real fast. So give me a second. Now, I could remap the emulator, but I'm going to do something a little weird, and I'm actually going to remap, I'm actually just going to open Joy to Key, and give the up button a secondary button. Instead of just having it be up means up, I'm just going to have up means left button. Because I have extra buttons, may as well use them. It would actually feel pretty comfortable to have the trick button be on, basically X on this Xbox controller, while A is jump. That would feel pretty good. So let me just do a little tiny profile, where I just simply tell the controller that up on the keyboard, because the keyboard controls will be detected, up on the keyboard is also that. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to trick using a button, which will feel a little more comfortable. Because the thing is, you have to hold forward to move, and up is trick. This is fine, but it feels like since I can mess with the controls. Since I'm not playing this in an actual Game Boy Color, which you could, by the way, you could actually dump this game onto a cartridge and it would totally work. Which is probably kind of cool, actually. But what I'm going to do instead is... Don't get caught! Okay. I got caught immediately, wow. Yeah, that's perfect. So now I have now I can trick with a button, which is actually really great. That feels really comfortable. Okay, I missed the jump though. What are the two options for trick buttons? Oh! You're right! It looks like the other button on the Game Boy controller can also trick. My bad. However, I did want to move it, because in this one specific instance, so natively speaking, the A button jumps, and the B button on the Game Boy, it's the trick button. The thing is, the B button on the controller is slightly less comfortable to hit after jumping than the X button is. So I have it on the X button too. So now I can trick with the B or X button. Now it's my choice, which I think is good. Also, watch out, water! Evil water of the evil variety. The tunnel area received a glow-up, but I don't think the water was this colorful before. Rat! Whoa, hey, hold on, you're cool! The way you just grinded all the rails is sick! I'm a big fan of you already, who are you? Oh, I think they got a glow-up too, the rat. Ratty rat. Moi, I'm Vivi. I'm heading to the skate park. There's a huge underground competition. Hey, I know what you mean, I'm planning to go, too, but you have to be very careful. I heard Packington has heard of it, and is sending cops to patrol and lock up anyone planning to go. Call me Azumi. I can take pretty well. However, I don't have a skateboard. Hope it's not a problem. So that's why I got chased on my way here. I hope someone can get Packington to stop. I want to make a crew. I'd be glad to have you on it. Let's get out of here. Rat. Oh, I did not manage to S-rank. I did not get enough score, actually. Huh. Okay, then. I could have done, like, one more trick easily. There's a few opportunities to trick that I didn't take. So that makes sense. There's a few times where I thought I had to jump to get on a rail, but actually the rail went through. The foreground object confused me, and I actually jumped when I didn't need to, which wasted an opportunity to trick. Also, sometimes the most important thing to know is that you don't always have to jump. That's an important thing to learn, too. Also, perfect. I like how, like, fat the S is. Like, here's a very caloric-heavy S. There you go. Alright, here's the last level of World 1. I do like that, so in the initial version of this game, the world areas, it wasn't clear where the divide was. But now it's, like, actually really clear. Also, what's weird is that I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed... Can I just, like, go to these levels? Be the free... Okay. It looked like they were already available. Like, I think in the previous version, there was, like, barriers that unlocked. So here you can just explore the whole world map, but you still have to beat the levels in order, which makes sense, obviously. Also, I'm noticing, Huh. You notice how the... Like, I lost the stage button again over here. It probably still works. Yeah, it still works. So the graphics... What's weird? Okay, so maybe probably a limitation of, like, the tile sets or something, but it looks like some of the graphics don't load until you approach them sometimes. That's interesting. I've never seen a Game Boy game do that. It's actually kind of interesting. I mean, this is a very detailed world map for the Game Boy. There's a lot of colors going on here. A lot of different color zones. So if that's just what it needs to do to make the colors work, that's fine. Sometimes it fails to load this S, though, so I will point that out for Platina to note. That sometimes this S over here won't, like, reload. Still functionally works, it's just visually not there. Alright, here's the last level of this world. Don't touch the floor! Floor is lava. We get an overview of the stage. Easy peasy for you, Vivi. Whenever I say Vivi, I just immediately think about, Oh, I didn't take the upper path. I'll look at that later. It's fine. Vivi for Final Fantasy IX. That's what I think of. S, famously standard for extra large. Yeah. Hey, where did S come from? Like, I understand the ranking system of A, B, C, D, F. Because that probably comes from, like, well, school. Because that's a pretty common letter grade in the Americas, at least. But where did S come from? Where did S being like, oh, S is better than A? Where did that come from? Superman? Maybe it was Superman, yeah. Also, automatic S, cool. World 1 done, and we unlocked some of the art. I'm looking forward to seeing more of the art of the game now. Like, honestly, I think that Platina is really talented at doing Game Boy Color art. Because, do you realize how it's actually quite difficult to do a scene like the one we're looking at? The way the Game Boy Color works is you can't just throw color willy-nilly, you gotta have color zones. So for instance, the blue pants, that's a color zone. You couldn't have blue in another area without making an entire zone also blue. So you gotta, like, divide up the artwork into zones. So it's not as easy as just simply coloring, like, you may just, like, for instance, you see how the shirt goes down here, and then, like, this part here should probably be red as well as this. But, like, notice how it's not red? That's because it's a little bit out of the color zone, so you gotta, like, play around with the color zones when you're doing a full spread artwork on the Game Boy Color to make sure the colors look good. Yeah, and I think they do a good job with that. There's always a little bit of color bleeding with a Game Boy Color full spread artwork because of the color zones, but if an artist is doing it correctly, you won't really notice it too much. Chapter 2, Jailbreak. What is up, mischievous South? S-Rank started as a Japanese school raisins. Oh, is that where it started? Oh, thank you, sir. When I think of Vivi, I get a mild trauma response. Thankfully, they're banned. Oh, I'm sorry, Mondo. I may be forgetting who that was, but I'm sorry to hear that. This is a completely different Vivi, okay? Just gonna say that right now. And Platina has nothing to do with whatever you're talking about, I know for a fact. Because Platina isn't really part of our community, so... they're chill, they're nice, I've been talking to them on DMs. So I hear the funkiest monkey on the block. You're tuned into the 103.5 Fawn FM, the only station with this much swagger finesse. Make sure to get a new pair of headphones, because we're blasting your ears with tunes so nice you'll be begging for more. Now we gotta talk about a new little challenge for Vivi. She's been going around town with a mission. She's been begging the walls like it's her only goal in life. Seems like she's been making a name for herself and is working on getting her crew formed. Not bad. Unfortunately for her, it seems she was a little too good, and she got snatched for those damn cops. I don't remember this arrest artwork was in the game before. Arrest! I like how the cop's face is like censored out, like scratched out. They've been all over the streets looking for some trouble. But as we are seeing, Vivi's had to learn it the hard way. She might get locked up for her deeds. We might not see a new legend of the streets after all. Hopefully someone can bail her out. I'll keep y'all updated, but for now, tune into our next new tracks. We got Awaken My Dove for the legendary Childish Bambino. Tamale out. So we got arrested. So I can't go back to previous levels. I think previously it threw you into the jail cell. I kind of appreciate it would be more diegetic to be immediately thrown into jail and not be back on the world map. But I appreciate being put on the world map now. That's a good update. Because I want to replay this level and get that can, so. I already got the S rank, I just need to get the can. Can. They have actually really updated the palette. I'm noticing the levels look a little more colorful now. So interestingly, the boss level doesn't actually have an S ranking clearly placed on it. Actually, wait, maybe it does, because the icon does change. Like, this is the icon before, this is the icon after. So, maybe it does get an update. Childish Bambino, yeah! No, I was talking about Vivi's card. It devastated the format when I was like, oh, I'm sorry, my mistake, Mondo. When you said that you get a trauma response and I feel they're bad now, sorry, I wasn't aware you were talking about a trading card. I thought what you meant by that was because we've had a community for such a long time. What I thought you meant was some individual that was previously part of our community that thankfully they're banned now. Like that's the impression I got. I was like, oh, okay. I don't remember this person, but unfortunately, the sad truth is we've had to ban enough people at this point that we can't actually remember just offhand everybody that's had to get banned. That's unfortunate. We don't like banning people, but sometimes it just happens. It's okay, Mondo. I'm glad it was a lot less serious than I was thinking. So, Vivi's card, was that a Magic the Gathering card, or like some sort of Final Fantasy trading card game? Because I think Magic was doing it. I think Magic did a Final Fantasy crossover, didn't it? I recall. Yeah, yeah. So it got banned. What did it do? Was it a really cool card? Alright, let's go to the next world. Actually, wait, no, not yet. Let's go to the extra screen. So, from what I understand, I'm moonsliding. Yeah, trick, grind, jump, tag, manual. Okay, yeah. So they did actually... So the weird little jump-off ramp thing I did in the previous version, it's been... I think it may have been a glitch in the first place. So it's good to see that got removed. So, I don't know what this down here is. Oh wait, this is the tip thing. Alright, what do you want to learn about today? So, I advised them to add this. I think they added this in the Kickstarter demo too, but it's very good they added this too. The very original version of the game, the pre-Kickstarter version, didn't actually have a help thing. I advised them to actually, like, add a help thing to explain how the game works, so I'm glad they added that. And then we have art, which... Atop the Concrete Jungle, PlatinaXO. Oh yeah, there is some art done by other people as well, I think. Meet your dearest, PlatinaXO. Now, one thing I would still advise them is maybe do an update. Like, I'm noticing that, the art you have unlocked and the art you have locked, it's not clear. Like, some of these are locked. See, like this one, Beat the Secondary. This one's locked, and this one's unlocked, and there's no clear difference. I feel like the locked ones should have, like, I don't know, a lock over them or something, you know, something to make it clear which ones are locked still. But, we basically have to do a bunch of different things to unlock all these different things here. I think we have 3 pages and then it loops, is that right? No, it's actually 4 pages. 4 pages and a loops, yeah, okay. So we got 4 pages of basically objectives. If we beat the game and get all the cans and get all the S ranks, we probably will do everything. There might be some other objective, I don't know, we'll find out. So 1 second. And I like to drop quick saves, but I also like to double check I'm hitting the quick save button and not quick load, so I just check on the menu. I like that you skate around the gallery. Yeah! I mean, we're a rebel, so of course we're gonna skate around art galleries, too. Hee. So let's see, the Levy card generated a lot of free mana. It was really hard to deal with. Frustration for a good couple of months. My goodness. Yeah, I know mana is very important, so... Also, I'm sorry, is this Doberman Castle? That's amazing. So, the world map art has gotten a glow up. So, this is the gel. The gel is Doberman Castle gel. That's kind of amazing. I like that a lot. Actually, you know what? Let's take a leisurely look around before I do actually worry about an S rank. So we got... I do apologize to Esther that I am graffitiing bees, but... I mean VVB, it rhymes. It's a good rhyme. I'm checking my pass. So there's 2 take points down there. It's actually kind of good to do like a leisurely run up. Like you would to get the S rank. If you're going for the S ranks, you need to plan your path. So sometimes when there's split paths, you got to know which split to take. So it's actually good to kind of evaluate. So this, I know seeing there's 4 tags up on the upper path. I'm actually really curious about something though. You notice how you know how this tag is yellow? I wonder if a yellow tag is worth more points. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, 150, 375, 525. Oh yeah, you just get points for grinding too. I don't know if it's worth more points or if it's just a color change. It might just be a casual color change. I'm just gonna full sit and see what score I get. Almost. If I missed a graffiti take. If I hadn't missed that, I probably would have had it. It does require pretty good timing sometimes on these jumps. Okay, I got the graffiti take I missed last time. That might make the difference. How else do you generate buzz? We are definitely... Oh, I still... Okay, there could have... there was one more... There was an opportunity for a trick I didn't take. It looks like if I had taken it, I would have had it. So here's the thing, when you trick, you can jump pretty soon after you trick, but you cannot jump the instance after you trick, so you have to be careful. Again, okay, I tried to trick there and I just couldn't do it. Nope, didn't get it. I need one more trick, I think. Maybe 2 more. I wonder if the lower path is better. Let's try the lower path on the first one. Now I'm actually kind of curious. Oh, I messed up, actually. How about if I drop down here and get that yellow one? Would that help, you think? I don't know, the yellow one might be more points. Not actually sure. It could be crazy here. Oh, messed up bad there. Let's see what the points look like. That was okay. Despite messing up, I got pretty close. So maybe the yellow one is worth more points. All right then. I'm gonna do everything like I would do normally, but I'm gonna go get the yellow one. And try to not flub this section. Yeah, I did the jump, okay. I would have liked one more trick there, but that's okay. Darn, I would have liked one more trick there, yeah. I think I got an idea of how this works. Hello, Zolit. I hope your work goes well. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for popping by. Oh no, I didn't mean to slow down that much. I was trying to do one more trick. As you can see why. What's funny is I could actually lose... If losing a second would give me another trick, that would actually be fine. This is very precise, but it's quite fun, actually. I kind of enjoy the precision that's required by it. Okay. Yeah, I slowed down just a little bit, so I made sure I got that last trick before I loaded. I'm good. No, I'm not good! Oh! Okay, that's still not good enough. Alright, you know what? Let's take a different path. On the second part, namely. I think that's gonna cost me, but let's see if it works out. I don't know if I can make that time back. We'll see. It's very important I full send it regardless. Did I make it? See, that's the thing. Like, I managed to get more score by the time. This is still a lot better than the previous version where I didn't know what I need to improve. I'm glad I know what to improve now. That's very nice. I also wonder if... I have this weird thought. We never checked this lower path. What's down here? Not much. Not much. I think the upper path is better there. It's very busy today. I wish you luck on that day. Also, Epic, I did not ignore your pun. LOL. Did not ignore your pun, I did see it. I wonder if... I'm sorry, I'm perplexed of how to improve my time here, or improve my score. I'm not sure how to do better. See, that cost too much time. That's great for score, but that costs too much time. Basically, I hit 2 extra graffiti points, which does matter, but... It matters too much in this. It matters negatively here, too, unfortunately. I can add 1 second to my time safely. But not any more than that. So I need to figure out a way to slow down enough to get some meaningful extra points. Without slowing down too much. Like, even that was faster of a slow... Like, I slowed down in a faster way that time, but I think it was still too slow. I don't waste so much time doing that. Turning around is like, bad, actually, though. Like, it takes too much time to turn around. Wait! No, I need 26. I'm close, though. That was close. Maybe there's stuff dropping the second screen rather than jumping. I could try that. Let's give it a shot. Basically, you gotta... If you know how speedrunning works, it's all about routing. I also think the dropping there might matter. I feel like the yellow one might be worth more points. I'm not sure. Okay, drop in the third. Drop on the next screen. Okay, well, I gotta go up first, but then maybe... The question is, how many times should I drop? skipping the big graffiti point is, yeah, it's gonna cost me... Got pretty close, though. Okay, I think I have an idea. The big graffiti is kind of worth grabbing. I guess you can go down and then go up, though, I think. I think you're allowed to do that. Oh, I missed the jump. Yeah, you can go back up. Yeah, you can go back up. What's annoying is sometimes I land on a rail and I'm not allowed to trick for some reason. Like, it just doesn't work. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. That might be it? No, still too low. You don't need the third jump. Third jump on which screen? I'm doing really good on time. That's not as helpful, though, unfortunately. Oh, wait. There is one more graffiti. Okay, going up does give me one more graffiti. If the yellow one is worth more, then that might matter. But if it doesn't... If it's not worth more, then it'd be better to go up anyways. Okay, I was really slick on the tricks there, actually. Did pretty good there. Ooh, that was... If I had slowed down and done another trick, I may have had it. Okay, I think I know the route. At least, I found the route that works for me, I think. I'll read your strategy guide in a second. Oh, I didn't trick. Wait, what the heck? Hold on, wait. Hello? Okay, it wasn't placing it. That was weird. Let's see. You don't want to go up to the big spot where you jump while prepping down your normal route. Losing a little grind time. That's a good point. Yeah, tactical dropping is important. Anytime you see the little sticker appear while, like, I'm on a rail, that's me doing a grind. By the way. Oh, I see, yeah. I definitely need to go get... So should I... Maybe I should... I have a really stupid idea. By the way, if I remember correctly, this stage was a real doozy in the Kickstarter demo too. Like, this stage in particular is just a really hard one to beat. So, me having trouble is not that crazy. So, for some reason, you can't actually trick part of the rail there. It's very strange. Did I manage? I did a little turnaround. I had an idea. No, it's 28. Wow, how did I have such a bad time that time? That's weird. Should have had a little extra time there. At least I thought I would have. Yeah, I slowed down, but I should have had enough time even with slowing down. That's really strange, okay. So the part of that rail at the bottom, you can't trick on it twice. I don't know why, but you just can't. Like, one of the rails you can't double trick. I'm not sure why. I think I feel it. I vibe with it, but I'm not quite getting it. This, you know what this stage is? Do you guys remember the literal second cyberspace stage of Sonic Frontiers? That thing has the most ridiculous time requirement. It's, like, actually kind of crazy. I'm gonna slow down there. Dang, I didn't trick there. There's a few things I need to make sure I do. It's also possible to double trick that rail if you're perfect. I'm trying to do that perfect. Dang, still didn't get it. Still get that. I think I know what would be... No, that wouldn't be more efficient, though. Ah. I was trying to jump after the trick, but I jumped too late. I'm trying to do some crazy stuff right at the beginning, because that's pretty easy to, like, redo if I mess it up. No, I see. I fell off that rail. If you have enough speed, you can just drop to that rail, but if you don't, you just fall between them. Very important to note. No, it's fine. Not what I meant to do, also too slow. See you later, Fizzy! I think I'm doing the first screen correctly with this path, honestly. Okay, a little hop is needed there, actually, for the most part. Like, I don't feel like the first screen path is bad, as long as I get all the movement corrects. Thank you, Crimson.
Sup, Killer's Rygon Eevee knife.
So there's a problem here. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna explain something. This rail here, Epic, for some reason, I don't know why this happens, but when I enter the screen, let me do a replay. Watch this. I'm tapping the trick. You know, so like I can trick like it's like I can do a trick every second. So it's like 1, 2, but here, this entire section doesn't let me trick. That like I get to the bottom rail, which should let me do a few tricks, but I can only do one, and then I can do another trick on the next rail. I think you're dropped too early. I think that rail, like if that long rail would let me trick on it, then it would be okay to drop. But maybe if I stayed up here and dropped here. Ooh, yeah, that might work. That might work. Let me try that out. Let's let proportion let me trick on that rail if I jump onto it late, so. No. That was good. Ah. Oh, you think I should drop after the tag? That tag I'm missing? I could try that. So I should drop a little later, is what you're saying. So you want me to stay up here, get this tag, then drop? Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I think that tag might matter. I think you're right. Oh, I did it! I guess that route just needed to be optimized, that upper route. Okay. Whew, that was hard. Alright, moving on. Fortunately, I think most levels are not as hard as that one, so. Actually, what is this level called? What is this world called? It's called Hound Inc. Prison. Yeah, this thing spawns these terrible, terrible robots to fly the air. You don't know when they're. I think to jump that, you jump right there. Yeah. Let's examine the route first and foremost before anything else. Now, it looks like there may be two paths here, but they actually go to the same screen. I recall that. I believe the upper path is pretty good. I think it also leads to a can. Let's get the can. Let's just do a casual run where we get the can. You tend to jump when you drop down as a reflex. I do, yeah. But sometimes that actually does cause problems, I agree. Aw, dang it. Let me get up here, actually, I think. I remember. Ah! The can's up there! But I'm not! Also, I should note, this graffiti point, very difficult to hit. So that one's gonna be a bit of a... That's gonna be a sticky point, I think. There's a can. I think that's just the one can. Ah, this is the first level with 3 screens, right. I don't think there's a can down here. But I may as well make sure. Note that if you don't care about your ranking, technically there's very little that can destroy you. Like, the boss levels have conditions that if you fail, you restart them. But otherwise, most of the levels, if you don't care about your score, you can just kind of play them however, I guess you could say. I think the upper path is the way to go on this level. Oh, I like how that spawns a guy. Oh, nope. I don't know if it wastes time to be frozen in the air, but I think it does. Well, missed that. Let's keep going anyways. Just want to see what kind of score I get on this path. No, I should have taken the upper. There's a big graffiti. Upper path generally is best. That was surprisingly close. If I had just not messed up a couple things, then I would have had it. This one's not hard. This S rank isn't hard. Not really. Yeah, I definitely have a jumping reflex, I agree with you. No! Take the frickin' thing! Ah, okay. It's not doing it. It's a little picky sometimes. I actually tried to take it twice there and I failed both times. What? What do you take? What do you take? What do you take? Hold on, I've got to practice. And what position do you want me to be in to take you? Okay, it really won't tag. Okay, wow. So there's gonna be some RNG here. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be... I wonder if I do a trick right before tagging, does the tag perhaps fail? Because I did a trick? Like, I need to not trick for a second? Maybe that's it. Because, you know, like, I could trick every second. I wonder if that second cooldown also affects tagging. It might... I think it does, actually. I didn't really think about that. So if I'm on the 1 second cooldown and I try to do a tag, I can't. I think the little takes happen automatically, but the big takes, they require a button input, so. Oh, that's just rude. 50 points off. Is tricky locking controls? No, it locks your control, you can still jump and move left, right, wherever you want to go. It does lock the trick button, though, for a little while. Yeah, it locks. So I have to make sure I don't trick if I'm coming up on one of those, the big ones specifically. Yeah. I think the big graffitis are worth enough points where it justifies it, though. I'm not gonna have enough points at the end of this. I have an emergency plan. That wasn't it. I messed up the emergency plan. Though I think the time is pretty generous in this one, so... Yeah, not generous enough. 40 seconds, okay. I feel like there's certain moments where I maybe want to go back and forth on a rail, or like one specific moment where I might want to do that. I think I jumped over the hitbox, so I still didn't get the graffiti, even though I was trying to. Also, there's one rail I'm not tricking on, and I'm trying to, but I don't think either the cooldown isn't working for me or something else is going on. That's not the path I wanted to take. I do wonder if that might work, though. I think there's a second graffiti up there, but I don't remember. It's very tempting to trick. I have to tell myself not to trick. I'm basically just trying to trick as quickly as possible. There's moments where you need to not trick as fast as possible, so... I forgot what I didn't trick on the second rail when I actually could have tricked on that rail, and I kind of forgot. Oh, that was good! I did a delay thing, and that actually might actually be the time loss I want to have, actually. Like, that might actually work really well. I just impromptu took a new path. I don't know if that's good or bad that I did that. Can't tell ya. Did I get under 40? I don't know. Heck yeah, it was good. I guess that fall was a good thing. Alright, moving on. Woof. Alright, let's take a casual run. Let's look things over. This screen is not super vertical. Hey, dear face, you're Vivi, right? They're saying you're on a quest to win the new tourney? I'm Chiquita. I had the same plans, but they caught me. Mind if I take along with you and help you win? But how'd they catch someone like you? I got you. Let's get out of here. This rat's place is way below me. You have any skating skills? Never was good at it. I'm only a singer. I wanted to go to support my community. I'm working with a radio host, Tamale, on music. I love tuning into that show. She's been gassing me up, I think. I'm very honored. You're perfect on the crew. I like your MOXIE, so what's the crew called? I haven't thought of it. I do like the sound of MOXIE. What else to better rep our steez? But let us continue when we've escaped. Let's split up for now so they won't suspect us for plotting. I'll be fine. Just make sure you'll make it to the exit. Sounds good. Alonze. Actually, let me beat the level normally so that cutscene doesn't replay. The cutscene does technically get in the way of the level, but it's fine. It just happens once. Like, it gets in the way of doing a speedrun, I guess. But it's not the end of the world. By the way, how you doing today, Crimson? Wait, hold on. Why was I was surprisingly close to... I know it says B, but I actually wasn't far off. I just need more support. That's weird. I wasn't even trying. Okay. See, that's not good. You don't want to hit the gates. Gotta jump the last second to not trigger that gate. Oh, so there's like a punk cat down there. Okay, I'm skipping a big graffiti by not taking that path, I just noticed. Yeah, small takes are not affected by the countdown, with the trick countdown. Which definitely was tricking me. Ironically. Oh, wow. Wait, how did I have a good time last time, but that time I felt that... Well, okay, I need to do the same thing, but mildly quicker. No biggie. Actually, I think if you're on a rail, you go faster, so that's another reason not to jump too much, I guess. Wait, what's going on with my time all of a sudden? I'm suddenly having trouble getting a good time. I don't know what's going on. You know what I think it is? I think when you do the rats, when you go through the bees cutscene, I think it might skip you forward in such a way that you save time, and then if you're not doing, if the cutscene isn't there though, then that time save isn't there either. Cause like I think I'm rolling through a I teleported after talking to the bee. But now I have to cross the entire screen on the bee that the bee's on, and I think that's causing a problem. Yeah, the cutscene trigger might have actually messed this up a little bit. Let's take the lower path, just to test it out. I think tagging is actually bad. Weird thing to say. But it actually does take a little brief pause to take something, so I wonder if me tagging is actually a problem now. If I skip one tag, I might be okay. Some tags are really hard to skip, technically, though. For a good reason, you're supposed to hit them. But if I jump like that one, say, and then keep going, I wonder if I might be okay. No, still, almost! It ticked over to 33. I would have been fine. Okay, I need to do that perfectly. And that, I literally had that by a millisecond. Like, I just missed it. I'm jumping too much. I can definitely say I'm jumping too much, yeah. Jumping does... It's subtle. It's very subtle, but jumping can slow you down. It also means that if I can do a small jump, I should do a small jump. I do have to do a big jump over that robot, though, because that robot used to be such a pain, by the way. They actually improved it. The robot used to be a lot more unpredictable. I appreciate the improvements. I think hitting the bell detector is also really bad. I don't think this lower path is very helpful. I have this bad feeling that Platina may have balanced this level around the cutscene. As in, the cutscene as in the little cutscene trigger that moves you forward. Like, I feel like the level may have been balanced time-wise around that. Which you only get the first time, so that's actually kind of problematic. I'm not 100% sure about what I'm saying. Okay, I definitely don't want to drop. I want to drop a little later. Dropping too soon. Dropping the metal detector is not good. I tried to do a small jump there, I messed it up. Small jumps are tricky. They can be done, but you have to be careful how you do them. Yeah, they definitely improved the robot. That robot would sometimes just run into me. I had no choice in the matter. I would just get hit by it. Oh, I'm definitely faster this time. The time didn't take over to 15 before I got here. Okay, let's not screw this up. Wow, that was actually way better. Actually, too better. I think I may have... Ah, I knew it! I knew it! I was like, oh, I have an extra second. That means I probably didn't get enough score. I was right! It's so interesting how, like, if I have too much time, that means I probably failed something else. Okay, that works, though. Okay, so there's an optimization I can do here. I hate skipping that graffiti because I know that would be the exact points I could use, but... Okay, okay. How'd that do? Was that enough? Yes! Threaded the needle all three. Okay. There. I honestly feel like that may have been balanced incorrectly. Like I said, I think that level was actually balanced around the cutscene timing. Because the cutscene does push you forward. It actually saves you like a second. And that makes a big difference. Oof, alright. More of a P rank than an S rank. Oh, thank you. Fortunately, S rank is the highest rank. I don't have to worry. I don't have to get P ranks in this, fortunately. Alright, let's beat the Dolmen Castle's boss level. Which is... What is this level? Race against the clock, 45 seconds. Right, it's just... I think this level's only graded by the time taken. Okay. This is a go back and forth level, if I remember correctly. I think there is a graffiti can somewhere. It's up high. I didn't see it in the cutscene. It's weird to say, but I'm actually relieved going to the challenge levels because they're actually technically easier, usually. There's a can. Support here, so I got the can. Good, you made it! Bad news, though. The exit is blocked off by all this debris. Trash! We have to go backwards. But alright, I hope we'll make it, onesie. There and back again. A hobbit's tale. I didn't make that jump. Darn. That's okay. Let's see if I got it. Oh, right, the challenge... The only thing the challenge mode cares about is completing its objectives sometimes. So in this one, I just had to get it a part time, and I did, so we're good. World 2 done! Now, officially speaking, Chapter 3, Spice Girl. What is up, mischievous South? It's Molly here, the most swagalicious host. Back again. You already know that's time. We on 103.5 Fun FM. You ain't ever gonna be forgetting it. I'm making sure. Now, for what y'all wanted to hear, it seems like Vivi has managed to break out, and I've got to join MOXIE. This stove is on fire, y'all. She got the finesse to do whatever she wants in this city. On top of that, all that, she also, She mana, whatever that means. Did it work? Haha, it's President Peckyton. Listen up, scum. I don't care what you planned for. That deer broke out and she will pay for it. You wanted to be a hero, I'll have no other choice. Send in the Hound Killer. Nobody's gonna violate my rules, you hear me? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello, body type. Hello, body type. Oh. I didn't know we were... Well, this has turned into a definite furry feature. There's much featuring of the furry nature being held now. Wow, that full like multi-screen, that multi-screen scroll. My goodness. Ha ha! Getting ready to be destroyed, scum. And some people are like, please destroy me, probably. Let's see. Let me actually check the art. I want to see. So we have 9 cans. Yeah, we got somebody with a big personality, I guess you could say. Let's see what art we've unlocked so far, because I'm not actually sure. That's the screen art. I believe, by the way, this is the end of the demo area. Like, at this point, we're playing past what I played in the demo. There are 5 areas in the game. We have to beat them all to unlock that. We got BB Pop. I'm sure people will be totally normal about that character. I'm actually surprised the chat didn't react. Clearly, not enough people are watching. Because if more people are watching the screen, I think we would have had a few more reactions. The first cut. Okay, that's new art. I don't think we've seen that. I've seen this in the demo. So I'm trying to see if there's any art I haven't seen from the demo that's past the demo yet. Trailblazer. This is the exact amount of trouble by Solweed. There's a 1 there. I'm not sure. Who's this? Are they trouble? They look like they could be trouble. They're like looking shifty. I don't know who they are. There's Papa Links with the obligatory there's the obligatory furry comment. It's very okay. That proves to me. Here's I forgot her name. Izumi. Yeah, or Izumi rather. It proves to me that our current stream audience is a little bit lurky, a little bit second screen monitory, because not enough people reacted to that for our audience to be called active. Go bananas! Listen, it's the furry bait test. If nobody responds to it, that means we're not having people watching. That's what it means. Pollen, alien. Pollen, alien, the best words for bees. What was her name again? I have a little trouble reading graffiti. So I can't quite remember. Do we have, actually, maybe... Vita? Is the last part. The first part... I have no idea. Open the hound's eyes to the truth. We must save the BBW hound. Send a message to Peck. This one doesn't actually have a... I clicked this. This doesn't actually give me anything. That's weird. Yeah. So we have a little bit of new art that was in the demo. So at this point... I believe at this point we are reaching what I have not seen in the game. So... let's continue. Platinum Mall. Ooh, a mall. Take all spots 11... Whoop, only grade by the time taken. Okay. I'll just try to blend in once I'm done here. Seems like it's not too busy at the moment. I can use those overhangs to get up, and I can also drop down some platforms as well. Okay, there's new mechanics going on. Alright. Oh, I can also stand on these green bushes. Okay. What can I trick on? I like this art of a Minecraft dirt... like popsicle block, I think. Like, ah! What's this guy's deal? Stop it. Is he on like a little moped? Is he a mall cop? He's coming. Oh no! Hello, Chris. Alright, let's learn the level. So we have that's our graffiti spots. You're just being timed. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just trying to like. There's a ton of new objects, so I'm just learning. Okay, I can trick on the escalators. Okay. Oh, this is bouncy. Oh, I can bounce higher. I can also fall through those. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you jump and hold down, you can fall through most things. Specifically, have to hold down though. But not if you're going uphill sometimes. That's a solid platform. Okay. Tricks are actually unneeded. Are they unneeded? Let's find out. Okay, let me just be... Then why can I still graffiti? Because graffiti's for time, graffiti's for score, and so are tricks. Looks like an evil Luma. Okay. Is that a... Kind of looks like a marker point, but I don't know if it is. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm taking my time as I just learn, like, okay, is like the green and the red Onyx, they're the same. Okay, they're not... The green and red Onyx are the same power. Okay. Same amount of bounce. That's a donut. Okay. Alright, this is pretty straightforward. Cloud. Yeah, so I guess the takes are not there for score, they're just because they're an objective. Okay, there's none there, okay. Oh, specifically the green plants. The brown plants, the brown plants? Brown plants you can't actually, stand on. Okay. That robot's gonna be a problem. Oh, that's interesting. I landed on the, on it without bouncing. I didn't even know I could do that. Yeah, don't mind me though. I got the graffiti. I could focus on another run of this. I'm just messing around in the first run. I like that. I like that. Rar. Oh no, that guy's coming. Gotta go. Wait, I'm at the top. Did I miss it? I missed a take spot? Where? Huh. This guy is abusing me. Alright. You actually do get stun locked a little bit when you get hit, if you're wondering. Huh. Let's see, where was the last take spot? I thought they were all pretty obvious, but... Oh, this one right here I just did not pay attention to. Okay. Fair enough. I think that was a good enough time, right? No? Alright, let's see. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh, okay. I need to remember which dead ends actually have take points and which ones don't. I don't. It looks like most of them don't actually. Oh. So I should not go into the dead ends. I should just immediately turn around whenever I can go up and go up. That's a little tricky jump, actually. If I want to get both the graffiti point and climb that escalator at the same time, that's going to require a very precise jump. Also, turning around takes way longer than you think, because skateboard. So I have to make sure I actually have my forward momentum before I start trying to like, go the other way. There we go. Surprisingly trickier than it seems to turn around. But also kind of logical, I guess, too. Oh no, there's a drop there? What the heck? I didn't even notice that. That was a pretty slick jump I just did there. Okay, wait. Hold on. Am I pressing down by accident, or is there just like a floor out there? I guess... That's so weird. Okay, I swear I'm not pressing down, but if I fall here, I'm going down. Huh. Not that time, though. That's really weird. The floor was acting like it wasn't there. I swear I wasn't holding down. I'm using the D-pad, so I'm not even having a situation where like the analog stick may have been being held down. No, I'm just using the D-pad for this, because D-pad makes no sense for Game Boy Color. You know, weirdly enough, him knocking me back was useful. That was a bit of a bad time usage, but let's see if it works out. No, because I missed one. Where did I miss one? Okay, so there is a dead end I need to go into, isn't there? I was ignoring all the dead ends because I thought they were just wasting my time. Alright, which random dead end actually has a graffiti point? Because one of them does. Okay. I don't know where I was on that one, but alright. I found the answer, though. Alright, then. Alright. Let's try to do the actual run now. Oh, whoop. The dialogue box ended and I was, like, confused for a second. Like, wait a minute, I'm playing. Okay, so I think the one I need to worry about is... It's gonna be a little higher. It's right here, isn't it? Yeah, this is that little sneaky beaky right there. That's the one. Okay. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay, I have my route. That was mean, because it's just... You don't want to go into any dead ends except for that one specific one you do want to go into, because you need to do that one. Why do I... It's almost like when I hit the graffiti button, I go through the floor. That's kind of weird. I'm not trying to do that. I should don't. Whoops. Okay, did not fall through the floor at the time. Good. I'll be really mindful of that. Once again, I fell through the floor. That's very strange. Maybe I am pressing down a little bit? I don't know. Okay, this looks like a normal level. Hello, robot. Oh. It despawned itself. Oh, what do you know? Yeah, let's just have a chill poke around, I guess. Okay, looks like so there's definitely a little bit more platforming in this world. Noticing that. Like I gotta worry about bouncies and stuff. Okay, there's like a path up there. What's that go? Oh, but there's something up there, too. How do I get up there? I guess with a really carefully timed route. Full set. Yeah! I was right, there's a graffiti there. I was like, I bet there was a graffiti can there, and yep. Felt like a hiding spot. I'm scoping out things, by the way. Okay, graffiti point there. If it ever seems like I'm just playing really badly, it's probably because I am looking around. I'm trying to learn the level design. That wall is weird. Okay. I do like the visual design of this level. Or this world. That time. Sometimes I forget which direction I'm going at the start. Like, is it left or right to begin moving forward? Because that can be hard to remember. Okay, that robot is actually dangerous. I can just bounce right into it. By the way, just to let you guys know, I might, again, no offense, but I might start going a bit quieter if the audience doesn't pick up and start talking more. And sorry, I don't mean to sound like demanding. I just don't. I feel more awkward talking when nobody's listening, or very few people are listening. So apologies if I go a little quieter. I might just focus on the gameplay and not focus on trying to talk to you guys. It does take extra energy to talk. It's best to spend that energy when it's actually people around to hear it. Now, YouTubers, YouTube people, that doesn't mean that you're chopped. I'm not trying to say YouTubers that you're chopped liver, because you're not. But an active audience is my main motivation when it comes to streaming. So I have to play things by ear, you know. Oh, dang it. So if a guy hits you, that resets your combo to 0, which means your run is dead, by the way. Though, given this game's level of precision for S ranking, it comes with... probably could figure that out. It's okay, Epic. You don't need to hold the whole chat on your soldiers. It's completely okay. Thank you for hanging out, though. I do appreciate it. I just realized I should probably go to the left at that point. This is a definitely... Oops, I messed up really bad. I'm kind of curious, actually. Yeah, that side doesn't actually have graffiti, so that side's worse. And I guess I'll apologize if everybody is bored by the game and doesn't like it or something. I am sorry about that, too. I enjoy the game. But I suppose maybe Game Boy Color games are not for everybody. It's actually very engaging. The S ranking, that is it's pretty satisfying. Okay, I think I know... I'm trying to... This is actually... Like, the verticality of this world is gonna make S ranking this level kinda tricky, actually. I'm glad it's not more than one screen long. That'd be something if it was. So, I think to get the best score, I need to, like, get that... I don't know if that jump feels... Jump to the right seems like a good idea, but... You know, honestly, that feels like it's a lot of trouble. Maybe more trouble than it's worth. I'm gonna try something else. Now, hitting that green awning without slowing down is really tricky. I think the timer was 30, right? No, 40! Oh, I smashed that time limit. That's how a good path. Well, that works. Oh, the ball is only 3 levels long. Okay, then. Honestly, whenever we get to a challenge level, I actually feel a little relieved, because while they do require a challenge, they usually are easier S ranks, technically. What do we got here? Watch this one prove me completely wrong. Hello. K9HK, reporting in, target is in sight, engaging. Thunderbell, you are under arrest for your actions. Give it up before I'll have to get my paws on you. Well, thank you, Rose. Honestly, to any of you lurking, which there seems to be, I think a number of you are, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a good time. Yeah, but if people don't feel like talking, that's alright. And Chris says I haven't been doing that well. Mentally not sure what to say. I understand. It's okay. So I'm just gonna say this, and I don't think this is me being rude. Please let me know if you think it is. But if you guys don't feel up to talking, I might not feel up to talking either. And that's not me throwing attitude, it's just that it's hard to carry on a conversation when you're the only one talking. And I do consider our streams to be conversations, where I chat with people and get their thoughts and stuff. So, in multiplayer streams, the conversation is usually focused towards the multiplayer parties. But if I'm soloing, then that conversation kind of goes more towards the chat audience. So, if the chat audience doesn't want to talk, that's okay. But I might just kind of agree. I'll still quip where I have things to talk about the game, but I'll probably talk less if there's not people talking. Because, yeah, it's just a lot harder to talk when nobody else wants to talk. Yeah. Okay, thank you for understanding. I hope that doesn't sound rude. Also, hi there, Papa Links. That's a cute little emote there. What is that? Is that a Vaporeon drinking a drink? I don't know what they're drinking. Looks like Fanta strawberry or something. But yeah, I should note though, for anybody that isn't focusing too hard on the game, so there was a full page spread of this police dog officer, and they're completely totally a BBW in like tight police gear, and I just want to point that out because I feel like some people might care about that, and I understand. Listen, everybody's a little bit degenerative. It's okay. It's alright. It's Furry Feature. That happens sometimes. But yeah, so anyways, they're gonna get our paws on us. I'm actually gonna... You must be that hound killer. Are you serious? You don't have to do this. This is beyond these stupid rules. Why are you even working for that psycho anyways? Don't talk your way out of this. You know what you're doing, and now it's the time to pay for it. It's nothing personal, but you're a pest. It's as simple as that. You'll never get me. Not dead and definitely not alive. Try your best. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Helicopter. Oh, wow. I had no time to react. Okay, then. Let's go. Oh, that's really fast, actually. What the heck? I think I have barely enough time to, like, move. If I bump anything, I think I'm dead. Oh, okay. Oh, now you're gonna shoot me? What is that gonna do? Oh, okay. Well, there I go. Oh, interesting. I'm getting... Oh, this is actually... Wait, I have combo time and score... Do I have to S-rank? Do I have to S-rank while getting shot at? Okay, well, let's see. This escalated quickly. Let's look around a little bit. Ow! Ow! They're actually a pretty good shot. They don't have to be perfectly aimed to actually hit you. It just has to be... Okay, so if they're close enough for it to be brown, they'll hit you. So if it's brown for a little bit, they shoot you. That's how it works. And if you manage to get away, it'll turn white again. I think there's a secret up there. Yeah, there's totally a secret up there. Hold on. So, like, there, I almost got shot, but I didn't quite get shot. Oh, that's why there's... Okay, so it's a drop down for that. Okay. So I'm just kind of, like, platting a little bit here. Much like a speedrunner. Oh, hello. Don't get shot. There's a sniper. Hello, can I talk to you? I can't talk to them. I don't remember the helicopter. So the first two worlds were what was shown in the Kickstarter demo, but I did go over the Kickstarter page, and the Kickstarter page teased the helicopter. So I guess the Hound Killer is this, like, BBW police officer Doberman lady, basically. Now, I actually got surprised by that because, by the way, I'm not against some fan servicey characters. Nothing wrong with that. I did not realize Platina made those sort of characters in their games, though. That surprised me because, previously, before that point, I hadn't really run into any. I mean, like, okay, Vivi is a little bit thighsy, as I've even told Platina myself. Like Vivi, the main character, she's a bit thighsy, you know. She looks good, but that's the first time I really saw a proper, like. Oh, okay, we have some fanbait here. Alright, got it. Yeah, I was interested in the helicopter section. It seems to be quite difficult, actually. Also, don't mind me as I just fell repeatedly. I'm kind of scoping things out. That's a terrible pun. I'm scoping things out, I say, as I get shot by a sniper rifle. You know. I think there's probably a graffiti can here somewhere, but there it is. I knew it. I knew there was one somewhere. I just didn't know where it was. Oh, the level continues after that. Okay. Seems like this is where it ends for you. Now give it up and stop wasting our time. You just can't give up, huh? Nobody's gonna stop me. By the way, the sad thing is, I don't think the artwork I earned is something visible in the gallery. I don't think the artwork of the Hound Killer is laying in the gallery, sadly. So we can't go look at it, sadly. Hello. Ah, damn you! This isn't over, you hear me? Oh, she's very angry. I'll find you, and then I'll rip you to shreds! You'll pay for this! Sorry, I can't hear you. I don't speak pig. Okay, that doesn't work so well in a world of anthro-animals. I mean, they're clearly doggy, so... I'd like to see you try, fool! Get off my hind! Bye! Let's see what is his actual score requirements for... You know, it wasn't actually that far off. Okay. World 3. Yeah, well, here's yeah, here's part of their image for anybody that missed it. I notice I don't get but it's actually a full page spread, so I guess guess we only get the upper half now. Haha, no good news for the lot of you. Listen up, Vivi. This Hound Killer will find and crush you. Don't try to run away. I paid for her to hang up your head. Listen, I know I'm a deer, but don't put my head on a wall. Jeez. Resistance is just futile. She won't fail me, and if she does, she'll be locked up just like you. You're definitely not a corrupt politician. I know where you are planning to go next, too, but you won't be able to hide down the subways either. Ha ha ha! I'll be seeing you on my wall soon. My troops are everywhere. This is quite an evil hair. Wait, bonus level? Gotta get to the subway. I'll be damned if that hound goes gonna catch me. Anyways, I gotta make sure not to crash against the vehicles. Say party. Say party. Let's party, in other words. Okay, this is... Hold on, actually, I'm gonna leave this level. I was not actually trying to do the bonus level. I was trying to... Huh. Okay. I understand. Sorry, I got confused which level was which for a second. What's interesting is this helicopter chase section. You don't have to redo it. Like, I mean, you do have to redo it if you restart the whole state. But if you were like starting for the second section of the level, you can restart for the second section when you're trying to get a rank, which is nice. Like, now I can start from here until I go to the next screen, basically. Which is nice. Unless I hit restart. Okay, don't hit restart. Then you'll do the helicopter again. Yeah, I know that the Game Boy Color has a limited budget, so that's why if you're wondering why the helicopter is, like, eating the right side of the screen, Game Boy Color limitations. But, I do kind of wish the helicopter blades were spinning. That would be kind of cool if they were. Wait, hold on. Shoot me? I suppose I have a really quick way to restart. I'll just... I need to get the... My time wasn't good enough last time, so I gotta make sure I get the time right this time. That's not gonna help if I bounce randomly on things I don't need to bounce on. Okay, right. I need to not hit restart when trying to go for the score here, because I need to just to vibe. The sniper bullet will restart me too, and more properly in the section I want to restart at. So, for anybody that missed the full page art spread, by the way, this is a recording. I can go back and see it. I messed up. Oh, I messed up twice. Right. I need to not hit restart. I keep hitting restart. Okay, why am I suddenly having trouble getting enough momentum? This is strange. Okay, I'm good now. Okay. Route planning is a lot harder when the levels are vertically designed. I've noticed that. No! I was ready to go down! Dang you, jumpy trampoline thingies! So rude. Also, you saw the original art. Yeah, that was I wasn't expecting a full page spread too. Like, wow. I mean, the art's really good. I'm just gonna say that. I know it's like furry cringe to appreciate furry art on YouTube, but and Twitch and stuff, but like, now that was actually a really well drawn drawing, and yeah, they're pretty attractively drawn. I will just say that. Platina definitely has a good art style. It's not cringe. Some people will say it's cringe, but those people are kind of cringe. Those are the same commenters that, like, get mad that a video exists and then, like, watch it all the way through, leave angry comments, and then, like... What's funny is that every single time we run into somebody on YouTube that hates our content and thinks it's terrible, they will tell us. And what's funny is that means they clicked on the video and they comment on the video and they don't seem to understand that when you do that on YouTube, that means YouTube's like, oh, this person clicked on this video and they left a comment and stuff. They must really like this content. We'll make sure to give them more of it in the future. Like, these people are legitimately, like, defeating themselves by complaining about the video. Because now they're just gonna see more stuff like that. Like, also, that's right, good, yeah, there. I had just the right number combo, good. And the time was pretty good, actually. You know what's funny? It says that this is a bonus level here. But when I go past it, it says beat the previous level first. So it's not... It's a bonus level in name, but technically it's required. So it's not really a... in a video game, isn't a bonus level a level that is optional? Alright, I don't mind a bonus level, though. It's like a new type of gameplay, I guess. So I guess that's why it's called bonus. I'm sorry, was there a little guy shooting at me there? Oh my. Oh, okay, I think the cars are trying to kill me. I can't otherwise explain the blockade, and that van totally tried to run into me, so... It's very rude. I got you now! Don't think I'm giving up that easily! Oh wow, she's already at it again. Now you gotta give up and face punishment. Ah, never! Eat dirt, you pig! Stop following Peckin's orders! You'll see how crazy he is! Working like this is stupid. You know what? Sniping delinquent skateboarders with a gun? That's stupid. That's an understatement, but you know, sure. Silence, your tricks are no good! Now it's time to get you. Wait, why does it say crash is what? Oh, right, I did crash. Hold on, I gotta do a perfect run without crashing. I mean, I don't know if I do, but I assume I do for the S rank, so... Oh, dang you, random van. I do have to actually, like, it definitely restarts the screen, but I need to actually restart manually because... Otherwise, it's like, it keeps the tally. But if I do a full restart, I'm fine. Oh, are they gonna shoot me or something? They're not really doing anything. Oh, they hit a oil spot. Ah! K9HK reporting. I have to fall back. My tires got slicked. Why would she blindly trust Peckinton like this? She's just as crazy, I suppose. Well, she does seem to be equally as evil. She did hop in an attack helicopter and try to run me down, like, and shoot me with a sniper. Like, well, I guess that's the last time I'll be seeing her. What, just because she spun out, you think that's the last time? Okay, well, maybe. Okay, this is the funniest score screen in the game. Guys, I got a combo of 0, score of 0, and a time of 0. Perfect S rank! Out of context, this looks like a glitch. Like in the screen. But yeah, I didn't crash, and that's what matters. Also, they are not driving safe. They were not driving safely. They were, like, focused on us, so they just ran into oil, and that's very dangerous. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Do you think the artwork we unlocked for that character will do the full pad again, or do you think the pad was only one time? I have to know. Here's the art, yeah. Oh, I guess the pad was just a first-time viewing, like a first-time viewing pleasure, I guess. Alright, I'll look at these later. Honestly, probably at the end of the game, because it's impossible to tell which ones are locked and which ones are unlocked, so I may as well just get everything, and then we can look at all the art at once, so. So, Platform Zero. I guess it's a subway train station. Let's take a look around. Oh, that's kind of like how I'm going through the background. Oh, transition. I'm doing monkey. Okay, is this... Oh, wait, is this, Oh, I can trick off the benches. That's good. It's actually interesting that the mayor person is so obsessed with taking down skaters, but he apparently didn't, yeah, he still didn't install, like, anti-skater architecture, like the benches that you can't skate. It's funny that he's willing to sniper scope skaters, but not put up those terrible benches. Also, yeah, I'm gonna analyze the level. Here's a train. I can hop on it. I think it counts as just a platform. Yeah, I can't grind it. I gotta say, though, I do like how each world, like, it has a small handful of levels, and then you go into another world, and the visuals keep changing. Like, visually speaking, there's a lot of variety here, and I like that. For instance, right now, we are in the Bubblegum Subway. I'm gonna call it the Bubblegum Subway because it's pink. Hello, Pitbull! Welcome! How you doing today? I think I saw a secret. There's definitely something up there past the robot, wasn't there? Pretty sure I saw something. Oh, maybe it was literally just the robot. Okay. The first time through a level, you kind of just want to mess around. Look at what you can find, and see if you can find any spray cans, because I don't really know which levels the spray cans are in. They're not in every level, and there's no marker or tally on the stage select screen for these things. Like, they're just in some levels, so you may as well just, like, look around. Also, giraffe! Okay, it looks like upper path is definitely the way to go in this stage, I think. Phoebe, finally, I found you! Are you okay? Talk about tall and handsome. I see you're my biggest fan. I'm fine. But I'm on the run from this so-called hound killer. I think I got off her trail, but I need to try to convince her Peckinton is no good. Count me on your crew. I do have an idea of what you're dealing with. I dealt with HK a while ago, but she's very loyal to Peckinton. Maybe you can try to convince her of how crazy he is. It could be worth a shot, you know, like, it's interesting, like, let's just convince her he's loony. Meanwhile, I like how it's like... I do find this story funny, though, because for Vivi, like, the mayor is a jerk who's saying to arrest all the... You know, we've been arrested by Peckinton and stuff, but... Like, yeah, Peckinton is clearly a jerk, but the Hound Killer tried to run us down with an attack helicopter, then tried to snipe us? And yet we're trying to convince the Hound Killer that Peckinton is crazy. I'm sorry, between the two, the Hound Killer has escalated things a bit more. To be fair, Peckinton hired her to do this, I guess, so... I guess it's a case of under orders, so... I guess that even though she's doing those actions, it's like, well, still, Peckinton hired her to do those actions, so Peckinton's the crazy one, I guess. I don't know, they're both crazy as far as I'm concerned, but, you know. Alright, I'll do my best. I think disarming her is a top priority. Now tell me your name. I'm Zaya. I was tuned into the radio show and I heard about you. I'm a skater as well. I'd love to join you and your crew to win that tourney. Your smartness and strength is what we need. You're in. Alonze. No time to waste. A giraffe skateboarder would have to be very careful because they could very easily break their neck. Not to be morbid or anything, I'm just like thinking about a giraffe skating and like I'm thinking about how like when you do skateboarding, you'll get scuffed and bruised a lot. You gotta definitely watch and protect your head and neck a lot. So I feel like a giraffe would be at risk of really injuring themselves because of the long neck. Very dangerous thing to skateboard if you're a giraffe. The mayor threatened the Hound Killer. That's true. The mayor did threaten to lock up the Hound Killer if she failed. So the mayor is super power trip. I'm just gonna try to take the upper path and just try to optimize my movements, and we'll see what happens. Okay, well, I missed that graffiti, but I don't know if it matters. We'll see. The stage feels pretty straightforward, actually. I missed 2 graffitis. That probably is going to cost me. I'm not sure about that upper path. It does have a big graffiti, but... Alright, let's see how close I am. Oh, I'm good. Yeah, some of these stages have a little more leeway, so even though I didn't do perfectly, I was like, I should still go. And you see why I did that. Some stages are very precise, but some allow you to mess up a little bit. To still get the S rank. By the way, I'm doing really good here. And I will be honest, I'm just going to be shameless and admit something. The Hound Killer artwork, I was really happy to see it for one specific reason, and I'm just going to admit this because we're honest with our audience. I was like, oh, good! I could put that on the thumbnail and this video will get way better views. The thing is, I'm right. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's not... It just will help. It will help a lot. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a perfect character to put in the thumbnail. Because I wasn't sure what to... Like, I made a really nice Kickstarter thumbnail, but I wasn't sure what to make for the full release thumbnail. Now I know. I feel like the S-ranks are getting easier as it goes on. You know, I feel like some games do that. Like, some games that have, like, a scoring system, it's the early levels that have the hardest S-ranks, because in a game's progression, typically there's, like, more mechanics introduced, things get more complicated, things get more difficult as you go, harder enemies, harder platforming, more obstacles. So, like, the normal gameplay flow of a game, it just gets harder as you go. Like, that's the normal gameplay flow. But if one of those games that gets harder as it goes also has a ranking system, what ends up happening is that the really easy stages have really strict S ranks because they're so easy that you have to fine-tune and optimize. But the later stages, since they're more difficult and have more going on, they tend to have the ease up on the S ranks a little bit since there's more overall difficulty. So now the S ranks are suddenly have more leeway. What this basically means is as long as you can sort of master the more difficult stages and their gimmicks, then you can probably get the S ranks without too much trouble, as long as you just don't mess up on the main level mechanics. Since there's leeway on the S ranks, and you're doing fine with the mechanics. So as long as the level's difficulty itself doesn't make you struggle, the S ranks will kind of come naturally. That seems, of course, there can be situations where a difficult level also has extremely strict S ranks. That can happen. Also, sorry, what was the condition I was reading? Get a combo of at least 15. Okay. I like how It put me in the middle of the room, I think? That's a very weird starting place. Alright, let's look around a bit. Okay, I found a spray can. By the way, tagging doesn't give combo, I should note. Combo is just tricking. Wow, wow, okay, that is so much extra time. Yeah, I didn't get it, but, like, okay, I just need 100 more score, and do I have 19 seconds? I have, like, 19 seconds to get 100 score. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that. Basically, I just need to hold off tricking a little bit more. Until I hit a few more graffitis. I think that's all I have to do. So actually, you know what I should do? I should just trick to 14 and then stop tricking. That's all I need to do. Also, don't run into the robots, because they will mess up everything! What's over here? I didn't go this way. Oh, this way just goes down. Okay, I think I've seen the whole level then. I think all I have to do is just hit all the take points in a reasonable enough time. I think that's like all I have to do here. So let's go to the left. Trick it as I go. Tricking is just kind of an obligatory thing I don't have to think about too much. I need to make... Okay, so the key here is basically just hit all the tags in the level, and then finish tricking before the time runs out. That's all you gotta do. Okay, I have all the time in the world, but I still want to optimize this nonetheless. There, I did the jump I was trying to do repeatedly and failing over and over again. Okay, and I think there's a... One over here? I thought there was. The main difficulty here is that I don't over-trick to 15 early. Like, that would mess me up, so I have to be careful. What? I stopped tricking. Oh, well, it's fine. I still got it what I needed. Wait, no, I didn't. Wait, what do you mean? Hold on. Oh! That's really cheeky. You have to combo to 15, and then the level ends. But before the level ends, you gotta get a 16th combo. You gotta trick one more time before the level ends. That's really interesting. Okay. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna stop at 13 just to make sure I don't... So I gotta combo really quickly the last two. Basically, they expect me to complete the mission and then add one extra score to that mission objective before the screen fades. That's really silly. I like that, actually. That's kind of funny. I basically gotta get points after the fade out. That's really weird, but also completely doable. Like there, I just got a trick as I was fading. So that's 16. That's almost hacky. That's like a hacky score. Like this S-rank requires an exploit. It's not a hard exploit, but it does require an exploit. You can hear me get a trick as it faded out. That was trick number 16. That is such a I like that. It's so silly. Okay, let's see what the challenge level is here. Don't get caught and take all the spots. 9 spots left to take, no sweat. The Hound Killer is here. I don't think she can hear me though. I'll just make sure she fails her mission and gets dismissed to talk to her. Oh no, it's a sniper. She can't hear me. Immediately gets shot. I think she knows where you are, though. Oh yeah, she's just up there, just hanging out. Hello. How's it going? Hello out there. I like how there's a tag spot, so I have to like tag in front of her. Oh, one right there. Alright, once again, I'm just kind of gonna look around. Is there anything to the left? There's a guy. There's a big. Oh, there is some stuff here. Okay. That might be a better path left, even though I have to jump a guy. Wait, I wonder if am I supposed to go left or right? Oh, excuse me. I didn't feel that cough coming on until it was too late. Oh, right, I gotta tag everything. Right, I forgot. I'm still doing every tag. Whoops. I got so distracted by the sniper thing again. So I actually gotta plan out a route here that gets every tag. Ooh! She's like, I'm gonna spray can you, watch out! That's some tough art. Chapter 5, MOXIE. Mischievous South, we are so back. I hope we don't get no more unneeded interruptions from Peckerton. He is not a president in my books, you feel me? Anyway, you already know, it's Tamale, back again to hit you flat-footed freaks with some truth for your domes. You already know what time it is, we're going around the world with it, and inside your hood with it. You feel me? Vivi is at the tournament. No repeating, you heard me. All she went through leads up to this moment. No time to second-guess yourself. We are here to see a new legend of this downtown area, eh? Listen up, this is not just skating to skate. Vivi and her crew have to go up against the current Town Lord's Days, the scariest crew around, led by Imani, who's nuts. They'll be graded by the judges. Let's see if she got what it takes. Her crew is looking mighty, though. Hey, you're Vivi, right? I heard your trick. Oh, wow, even more. I gotta tell Tubby about the squirrel. Hey, you're Vivi, right? I heard you're here to try to take my crown. I wish you luck. You and your crew will need it. I'm excited to see how you'll perform. May the best skaters win. We found all the BBWs in the game. I didn't know they were even here. Hello, Epic. We found another BBW. I did not know there would be multiple, let alone one. I am not okay. I'm not opposed to this though. I'm quite okay with it actually. The BBWs. I didn't know we were getting into a game that had BBWs because the demo of this game didn't have them. So I actually got surprised by that. As always, get your headphones ready as I play the new hottest tracks. We got "Melt My Ice," "See Your Past" by our greatest artist. Sheltron 9 billion! Wow, that's a powerful robot. Sheltron 9 billion. K9HK, you failed! You're off the team and off the case! You had one job and you messed it up. You have no value now. Dismissed! Sir, you can't do this to me. I know where the criminal is headed to. Just give me time. Dismissed, unless you want to be a criminal too in my books. I will not hesitate. I'll be replacing you with better forces now. Get out of my face and get lost. As a gear of my system, you didn't turn fast enough. Now be gone! ... Understood. Ooh. So that's the content people pay for. Yeah! I have more options. That means I can do what... that means I was saying how it's good that they have Killer show up, because I was like, oh good, I know what to put in the thumbnail now. Well, you know what's even better? To put in a BBW in a thumbnail for views? Putting 2 BBWs in a thumbnail for views. That's even better. So the sad truth is it really does work. Listen, we are slaves to the algo sometimes. We are slaves to the audience at times. If this gets the views, then it gets the views. I can't choose what people click. That's their choice. Alright, now to get a better time on this one. Yeah, this is why Played by the Pound does so well, because there tends to be some pretty good... There tends to be some pretty good art, and then people stick around to see more art, basically. Because, you know, that content's in the Played by the Pound games. Sometimes furry features have that sort of art, too, though. I mean, last furry feature I did was Dragon Kisser, and Dragon Kisser definitely had some notable art, I guess you could say. Oh, that was really good, actually. I think I took the exact right path. Heck yeah. That was an S-ray. Folks like curves. I mean, I like curves, so I can't even complain. There are many curves that are nice. You got, you know, the ones you find on a BBW. You got fat furs, they have nice curves. You can argue that Vor has nice curves, too, sometimes. Curves are good. We much prefer them over geometric angles, I guess. Alright, so here's the last world, by the way. Excuse me. And also, we have S-rank. So when the challenge levels are S-rank, they turn into this cool butterfly, by the way. Or doe ears, maybe? I'm not sure. Alright, what's this world? Muriel Beach, or Muriel Beach. Muriel Beach? Muriel Beach? There's tires here. M for MOXIE? Oh yeah, that's it. That's the team name, so... Okay, what's the objectives here? Okay, yeah, I can... Oh, okay. Oh, what's this guy? What's this guy's deal? Oh, I see, it's a Riot Chill police cop. I see. I was trying to see what this guy was. And they shoot you. Which actually isn't too bad, because it's probably gonna miss if I just cream past them. They can aim upwards, though. I gotta keep that in mind. Also, I need to check this roof. Oh, did you see the squirrel girl? She was in the back running along the power line. There she is. Am I racing her? I actually can't tell. Oh, I tagged over her tag! I tagged over the squirrel, so the squirrel girl also was doing tags, so I tagged her tag. I truly am doing a graffiti war now. Ooh, a ramp. Whoa! Oh, that's cute. I'm in the background and I'm smaller. Oh my gosh, look at my doofy face. Look at my doofy background face. Look at my nose. You know, we were talking about big honkers before, but now look at this nose. This is a big honker, too. Wow. That's a nose. I love it. There's little graffiti spots. So I'm just getting used to now this. I didn't expect, like, background mode to happen. That's kind of neat. Seems like a mostly easy... Okay, you gotta do that. That's a jump. That's a required jump, or I have to do it again. Ow. Ow. There are a lot of... Peckerton's police forces are definitely out in force now. Okay, so it's 3 screens. They literally have SWAT now. Why is SWAT here for skateboarding? Because Peckerton hates skateboarders that much. Excuse me, that's my throat. 1 second, I gotta get a drink of water. Okay, that should help. That doesn't seem safe. Nothing here seems safe, but, you know... I'm not even surprised the SWAT are shooting at me. After all, I got chased by a attack helicopter afterwards. Aside from the difficulty, this seems pretty straightforward, though. Like, the routing, I mean. Ooh, that jump's tricky. So to get to the left rail to the right rail is going to require a very precise jump. It's quite a distance. There. By the way, after the ramp, you go so fast that it's easy to lose control. I should note. yeah, the enemies are kind of just... They're only a problem if you are not stopping, or if you stop. If I stopped at any point, then I would be in trouble, basically. So as long as I don't stop, I'm gonna be fine. Except for that one guy. That guy can be a problem. No! Okay, never mind. That guy is perfectly positioned to be a problem. Okay, that's fine, though. Again, the nice thing is the levels are not that long. This is a longer level, because it's three screens. But that does not mean that it is long, necessarily. It's just longer than the other stages. I got this. 5 stars! Thank you! Thank you, Reese. I did not 5-star that mission, unfortunately. I was not 5-star eligible there. Also, I have to learn how the hitbox work. Like, this background mode is cool, but things being a different hitbox size is definitely a little confusing. Because I notice, like, the mark points are a little different now. And I have to get used to that. Yeah, that time I didn't try to land on the rail, I just, like, skipped it. I think that was the right move. It was a cool set piece, though. I do like it. Yeah, okay, that was pretty precise, but I got it. Oof. Right, next up. I'm in the background again. I'm still in the background, okay. Alright, let's look over the level. Also, one thing that's a little confusing is Dark Hills, you would... Like, my first instinct is that if something is a lighter gray, it's a background thing, and if it's a darker, it's a foreground thing, but it's actually the other way around. You stand on the light gray, you go in front of the dark. So I had to, like, train my brain on that for a second. It does matter. It matters quite a bit. That's okay. I'm not actually doing this one for points. I'm just playing around. Oh. Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, because it's in the... Right, it's in the foreground, so that doesn't... Normally those buildings, you can't cross behind them or anything like that, so that's kind of... Again, I have to memorize... Oh, what's down here? Death. Okay, good. Good to know. Okay, I can drop there and just jump again. Okay. Just trying to see... Wah! So, the game tried to take me off a set-piece jump. And I might have... Oh. So I broke the game again a little bit. You know, in the demo I was able to get through the floor a few times. They actually patched that up. This is a special little taste, though. I can get back out, it's okay. But yeah, apparently the set-piece ramp, if you jump at just the wrong moment, when you hit the set-piece ramp, your character glitches out. I actually glitched that ramp if you paid attention. I did not take it correctly. Because I was, like, jumping as I reached it, which the game didn't know how to handle. Alright, again, though, this stage seems pretty straightforward. Like, yeah, it's difficult, but, like... It's difficult, but it's really straightforward. It's just a gauntlet path. It's not like I have to figure... Honestly, I think I actually find it easier to do these gauntlet levels, because the gauntlet levels, you know, I don't have to find the right path. I don't have to, like, figure out the route. The route is obvious. It's just getting through it. I think that's actually easier for us. Like, you're just asking us to respond with our reflexes and not using our thinky brain for, like, routing. Which is a lot easier, actually, for us. If you're asking us just to react... Oh, I did it again, guys. I may have broken the ramp again, because I just instinctively jumped at the wrong time. I don't know if that matters. I think it's fine, but... Yeah, see? Gauntlet, but straightforward, so just... I'm actually gonna do the mission one more time, though, because I kind of would like to take the ramp without breaking it. Because I haven't done that, so hold on. Oh, I'm gonna get a better time. Not that it matters, but I'm gonna get a better time. Oh, God, worst combo. Oh, little flamey thing hit me. Never mind. I did a jump slightly better, so I knew I just saved, like, a second. Alright, let's just take the ramp for fun. The correct way this time. Oh, I know. I guess it just does that. Okay. Also, there's this cat, by the way. I've been seeing this cat around here and there. They're in some levels. At least I think they're a cat. I can't talk to them. They're just there. Also, reset 5-star. I was making a joke with having the SWAT. Yeah. Yeah. I've reached the 5-star wanted level with a bear at this point. Or he calls himself president. Seriously, as far as I can tell, he just owns a city. That's kind of presumptuous to call himself a president, but well, whatever. Must be the judge. Oh, did we just change game modes? Welcome to our all-exclusive Rochambeau battle. Here's how it's gonna go. You'll always best your opponent if you go first. When I say bow, you have to press A as fast as you can, but make sure to not click it too early or you'll be timed out and miss your shot. When the butterfly above you turns gold, you only need 1 more point to win. Good luck to the two of you. Okay. Okay, I see. Apparently I'm pretty good at again, like I was saying, if you ask us, hey, you should puzzle out a route, it's going to take us a second. If you tell us, hey, just react to something, we might be good at that. It's like brain versus instincts. We're better on the instincts, worse on the brain. You ask us to do something academic, we're going to struggle more. If you ask us to just have good reflexes, we can do that, sort of. So anyways, I didn't fail at all there. For anybody not paying attention. First try, I've totally just first tried that. So, let's see what happens if I mess up. I'm kind of curious. Exactly, Samurai Kirby. It's that one doo-doo-doo from Superstar. Kirby Superstar, where you have to do... you gotta wait for the flag and press... This has been a mini games, actually, hasn't it? I do like the little change-ups here and there. Like, I like the little genre shifts or little extra challenges as you go in this game. I don't think I would mind if it was just all the skateboarding every level, but it is nice to have the change-up here and there. Also, yeah, I'm just letting her win. I just want to see if it does anything. Damn it, I want a rematch. This is a fluke. Oh, we just demanded a rematch because we're a sore loser and we got one. Just like that one, just like the American FIFA team did. We don't watch sports, but we heard apparently in FIFA, recently America played a match and got a red card, and they were like, we don't want that red card, and they complained about it to the point that they removed the red card. Because they just complained so much, so they're like, okay, we'll remove the red card. I don't know what happened there. What's funny is they still lost against the other team. Which is honestly well-deserved, because they kind of cheated. Oh, by the way, this might be the last level of the game? I'm not sure. So we have S-ranked everything so far. Let's do this. Let's do the last level. Finale! Oh, it's you again. Don't try anything. I'm not your prey. Not you. Not President Peckinton is going to stop me. Nor President Peckinton is going to stop me. No, you were right. I only realized too late that he's a complete corrupt leader. When he dismissed me, I started noticing things about him and his authoritarianism. If I knew what he was truly like, I'd have never gone after you. I really didn't like Peckerton's authoritarianism. I mean, I was fine with, like, trying to chop up skateboarders and then attack helicopters' blades, and I was fine with sniping random skaters, but, you know, when he fired me, that crossed the line. Like, I was fine with the sniping of innocent civilians, but not when it came down to getting fired. Then I figured it all out. I'm sorry, I don't. This is a very weird redemption arc. Considering they tried to snipe us, not in one level, but in 2 levels. I mean, maybe it was like a trank gun. I don't know, but still. Oh yeah, Epic. I think I did hear that. I still think it's ultimately justice was served because the American team lost, despite all that. Because I do not think they played fair. So it's good that they lost, in my opinion. Because if you don't play fair, you don't really deserve to win. Yeah. Epic's like, when he fired me across the line on my paycheck, I broke down, sucks. Now that my bottom line has been hit, I have a moral, I now have moral standards now that I'm not receiving a paycheck. Okay, then. I know it really doesn't mean a lot, but sorry. Let me help you. I'm done working for him. Let's end his reign of terror and make a statement. I'm here to stand up against anything that hare has done. I was right, he is a hare. I was like, he's not a rabbit, he's a hare. There's a difference. I could tell by the face structure, actually. I was right. He's not a leader to me, and I'm glad he's not one to you either anymore. It's all love from my side. As long as you aren't lying, it's water under the bridge. There's a statue of him just up ahead. If you take it, you can show him we mean business. Perfect, that's where we'll end the tourney. I think doing that will definitely crown me. I'll be seeing you there, then. Whoosh. By the way, I'm Gina. Aside from my job, I'm a skater too. I'm sorry, after the full-page artwork we got of her, I did not expect her to say, by the way, I also skate. Like, I don't know, just... I mean, sure, I guess you go for it. Why not? So keep me drilled in your brain. Okay. I think it... Sure. I mean, with a wide type like that, I'm sure that will happen. Welcome to MOXIE, Gina. Glad to have you here. So she brought the gun, you know, just in case. Oh, what's this? It's 80 seconds on the clock. Say party. Okay. I'm gonna quit for a second because I need to reread that. Oh, but by the way, I was told about a really important glitch that I need to avoid. I don't know, it says 80 seconds on the clock, but I kind of missed the other part. Oh well, whatever. Did anybody catch what it sound screen? Odd way to say sorry, you know. Oh, we're getting cheered on by our guys. That's cool. I'm actually gonna take my time. I think I have only 80 seconds, but that's fine. Does that mean the time objective doesn't really matter, or... Oh, there are multiple spray cans in a level. Okay, yeah, you have a reason to explore. I had a feeling... What's that here, then? The sad person path, got it. Oh. Oh. Oh, that just restarts everything, okay. It looks like the spray cans I picked up are still collected. I think. I might want to re-explore this level. But let's try to just run through. Oh, I gotta put a new graffiti there. Was distracted by food. Oh my gosh, really? I got sent Korean into a police officer. He probably should have died. I just came off a giant ramp. Pretty sure that momentum was dangerous for him as well as me. Hey man, what's that up there? Is that just a... Am I getting distracted by a cloud? What is that yellow thing? I'm getting distracted by a clown, my bad. Listen, I'm 12. Things distract me sometimes. I'm sorry. Alright, I gotta jump. I gotta jump. I gotta jump. Gotta jump. Jump! Gotta be fast. I hope I don't have to jump immediately again after I get to the... Ah! Okay, it's just her. I thought I was gonna climb somebody. Okay, just gotta get up. Oh, I gotta jump on basketball hoops. Got it. Oh, okay. Let's do it. There's like some guys there that they phased out of existence. That was very confusing. Oh, did I mess up? No, I think it's fine. Got it. Sorry, but this is my city now, Peckerton. This is what you get for your stupid rules. A stellar showing on skill. Day says nothing on this. 10, 9, 8.5. That one person on the left is a real stickler. She really went for the statue. This is amazing. Skaters of the mischievous South, we have ourselves a new queen, Vivi and the MOXIE crew members. Heck yeah. Did I get a... Oh yeah, I did. There we go. There's the last S-rank as well. Heck yeah. Now I have to be very careful. I was told that there is a bug in this current version of the game where if you skip the credits, something breaks. I don't remember what I was told broke, but actually let me check again. If you skip the credits... You'll lose some progress. Okay, I see. If you skip the credits, I think it also skips the last levels, like, results screen or something. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. I'm just not gonna skip the credits, so. No, no, no! Who's responsible for letting this deer get away with this buffoonery? Buffoonery. That is it. If K9HK was useful, she'd already be right in jail. I'm done playing nice. You have forced my hand. Listen up! If no one wants to stop her, I'm declaring a war on her and everyone who dares to be in support. Do you think I care? Hey dear, do you remember this? Ha ha ha! What is that? It's a pendant. What am I even looking at? You finally lost it? I had your life torn apart piece by piece, and I found it. The one thing that can rewrite you. What are you talking about? Rewrite me? You sound crazy. Put the toy down before you hurt yourself. Oh, you're a dumb thing. This isn't a toy. This is the ultimate tool for control. One push of the button. And no more chaos, and no more you running wild. You already lost, Peckerton. Just take this loss and go to a place, and no one has to see it. Take this loss and go to a place. Yeah, just any place will do. Just go there. Just a place. Loss doesn't exist when you got all the control of the palm of your hands. I'll be the ruler again. I guess that's a button somehow? Oh yeah? Then press it. You're bluffing. And even then, I will take over your mess again. You asked for it. I'd like to see you try to fight this. I'm sorry, did you just let off a nuke? To be continued. Stay tuned for the overdrive. What? So that's why they're making a sequel. Special thanks to Epic. Oh, look at that! Special thanks to Charm Please Games. The font had to be changed for us because we're too long. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice to put that special thanks in. They sprayed my statue, prep the nuke. I guess so. So that's why there's going to be a sequel. Okay. That's intriguing. I didn't realize that things would escalate like that. Okay, let's do one last check of this level for spray cans, because there's a few places I didn't look. Well then, well, by the way, just to say, Platina's gonna watch this video back, so just to say, Platina, thank you so much for the special thanks, that's really appreciated. It's nice, it's kind of nice, it's a warm, fuzzy feeling to be in the credits of something. Thank you for that. I don't need to get an S rank again, but I'm still tricking. It's a cool little game. Honestly, here's the thing. I don't know if this is to everybody's interest, but I know a lot of people like Jet Set Radio, and this game was heavily inspired by Jet Set Radio. Also, I noticed this game is a heck of a step up. Like, yeah, it's still a little bit simple in some ways. It's still too bad that they weren't able to get, it's still a shame that they were not able to get, the Kickstarter succeeded, because that would have given them custom music, which would have been nice. But I do think the music they use works pretty well. Nothing wrong with the music they use. But it would have been nice to see a custom soundtrack. Maybe in the future. It's right now that first rail. I sometimes jump to it and I manage to make it, but most of the time I don't. Yeah, honest, what are your guys' thoughts? Platina is really interested to hear feedback, so if you guys have any thoughts on the game, this goes for you guys on YouTube too, feel free to leave them. They would really appreciate the feedback, especially since they're making a sequel too. But one thing I've noticed is that Ursicus, the first game they made, it was pretty messy. I like the personality and art of it, but gameplay-wise, it was pretty jank. And I would say the same thing, honestly, about MOXIE Graffiti Burst here, at least at first. When I was playing the pre-Kickstarter demo for MOXIE, as well as the Kickstarter demo, I feel like there was jank in both of them. But I did notice that when I played the Kickstarter demo, it did feel like there was a little bit more polish there. But then, compared to the Kickstarter demo, which I played last time, with this full release, it definitely feels tightened up. The simple addition of, like, knowing when I'm tricking, because there's that little bubble that appears that says, like, you know, trick, and whatever. It doesn't always pop up, but even when it doesn't, I still hear the little boop, the little boop sound that lets me know that I have, boop, done a trick. Boop, boop. And that feedback is such a big deal to improve this game over its demo. Not to mention, being able to see the actual conditions for score, combo, and time makes it so much more enjoyable to S-rank the game. Like, it still is difficult at times, but it definitely feels a lot more reasonable if you know what your conditions are, you know? Even if it's just as difficult to meet those conditions, if you know what they are, it helps you a lot better to fine-tune what you are doing. So I'm really glad Platina has actively listened to my feedback I've given them, and has improved things in the game, so I really appreciate that. So I wanted, by the way, if you die at all of this stage, you start all the way over, I notice, if you run into anything. I'm trying to do something shenanigan-y when I get in the background layer, because I feel like there might be a spray can hidden in a really devious place, maybe? Heck, I may have all the spray cans already, I'm not really sure. I have to check. But before I check, I figured I'd look and check the one place I was thinking about. So, we'll see. But yeah, if you guys have any feedback over the game, I can personally tell you that Platina is very actively listening for feedback and definitely making changes if suggestions are being made that are reasonable. So if you guys have any suggestions for this game or their future games, feel free to sound off in the comments. They would appreciate the feedback. Darn it, I'm not trying to get shot. I really am not. I'm trying to actually turn around. I want to go to the left. Because it looks like I can backtrack there after the ramp. It's just tricky to get there. I don't know if there's going to be anything there, but I want to check. I think the way I have to do it, though, because of all the enemies, is I have to, like, go to the right normally, and then turn around and build up speed so I can, the enemies don't get me that way. I think that makes sense. That makes the most sense, I think. Yeah, like this. Dang it! I didn't think it'd be so low to the ground. I have a plan. Just need to get back there. But yeah, I appreciate... I will also openly say that I appreciate the furry fan service here and there. What was that one game that was all about the furry fan service, but it was such a good game that even non-furries agreed it was good? I think it was Pseudo Regalia, I believe, right? Pseudo Regalia, you play as a acrobatic bunny girl who... I want to say it's bunny. Who is, like, really... got all the curves in the right places, I guess you could say. And, a lot of people enjoyed that game. Dang it, I actually could have got underneath it. Last time I had to jump. This time I should have not jumped. Dang it. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm really curious about this little area I want to explore. It's the one time in this game where I feel like there might be a secret area. Who knows? Did anybody here play Pseudo Regalia? Sometimes a really furry big game releases that everybody just agrees is good. That was one of them. I believe Pseudo Regalia has some big fans. Like, it's a very good game, apparently. We haven't played it. We actually have it. We just haven't played it. But I think non-furries agreed that Pseudo Regalia is just, like, a really solid game. And so a lot of people put... It was really nice to see. A lot of people put... Like, non-furries were like, yeah, this is extreme furry bait, but I still enjoy the game. And it's kind of nice to see that sort of acceptance. You know, when people are like, this is a very furry game. Also, it's pretty good. It's just nice to see people accepting something like that. Okay, I survived. Oh, darn, invisible wall! Okay, well, it was worth a shot. Yeah, I want to jump over that hill. Another good example... wait, an even better, more recent example? Atlas. The furry game Atlas, which is all about... Which has sliders to make your butt and chest bigger and stuff. But, like, it's also just a really good, like... I guess I would almost call it, like, a Phantasy Star 1-like. It's kind of like MMO... Like, real-time MMO energy. It does seem like the development slowed down, though. It's kind of still in an early access state. It's kind of been sitting there for a while, but... Everybody liked Atlas as well. Like, non-furry-wise, I mean, too. It's quite funny. We actually ran into some videos on Atlas, which were basically non-furries trying to come to terms with accepting the fact that Atlas was a good game, despite it also being a game where you can make your butt bigger. As a furry girl, or whatever. There were some non-furries that had to reconcile with the fact that the game was good, basically. It was kind of funny. We played some Atlas. We played it with a extra, like, fat fur mod that made the sliders bigger, to put it simply. Oh wow, if you run out of time, you go all the way back. Okay. Well, wow, this is like the worst stage. There's probably no reason for my exploration, by the way. I'm just kind of doing it to sate my own curiosity, but I doubt there's anything to find. There's one other thing I wanted to do, and I wanted to miss the statue. I wanted to go to the right of the statue and see what happens. Because the statue ends the level. So, what's to the right of it? Also, I'm kind of curious, just to ask a constructive question of the audience. You guys watched me play this. What would you want to see in a sequel? What would make you interested in the game? What would make you interested or more interested in the game if there was a sequel? What do you guys think? Personally, I kind of feel like... Okay, there's nothing over here. Alright, curiosity has been sated, I'm done here. Other than need art, I think the art is a real strong point. I feel like, well, I guess the sequel will be like a post-apocalyptic game, so that's gonna be interesting. Let's go ahead and hit select though, because we have, I think we've completed everything. Let's see if we have all the art. I think we're done, but I'm not sure. Let me check all the art. So, meet your dearest. For some reason, I'm really fast in the cursor mode now. Top the concrete jungle. Biche and the foe. Pound killer. So I wonder who Santa Weed is, because they do pretty good art. Whoever they are, they do pretty good art. Steezy peasy. Queen of the Mischievous South. It's very clear to me too, like, if you've noticed the artwork for especially Vivi and stuff, Platina absolutely loves designing their outfits. Like, they have such a unique style. Like, I really think they are really good at clothes. Like, it's a weird thing to say, but like, as an artist, Platina is really good at clothing. And coming up with, like, these, like, kind of styles that make the character stand out as, like, oh yeah, that's their fit. That's what they wear. You know, not just a generic set of clothes, but, like, clothes that they wear, you know? And I like that. Having a fit of my own, I kind of appreciate that. TV Pop. The first cut. Trailblazer. I think we've seen all the art on the first page for the most part. For the most part. Yeah, I don't know who Santa Weed is, but they definitely contribute some nice art as well. Ooh! Twilight. PlatinaXO. So, another Platina picture. Twilight. That's really intriguing, and I wonder what this is... What is this, actually? It's very intriguing. It also doesn't match any of the other art we've been looking at. Rose's song says, Rose has a suggestion. Maybe more area-specific mechanics or S-ranks that are interesting to earn, like the one where you had to get an extra combo, or some of the one with more interesting routing. Yeah! Like, S-ranks that have, yeah, I do like the idea of S-ranks where you have to do something fancy. Not necessarily something that's frustrating, but just something different for a level. I like that idea, too. Oh, you know what would be cool, actually? What I think... You know what? You just gave me an idea, too. So, currently in this game, in Graffiti Burst, all you're doing is... You're going through the level, maybe completing a specific objective, but basically you're just completing the level and then also doing 3 things for S-rank, generally. I think it'd be kind of cool if... But honestly, they're linear stages, right? When you complete the first screen of a stage, then you can't go back to it and stuff. I would kind of like... I think it'd be kind of cool if a little bit of inspiration from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was taken. You guys know how the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games work? They usually, I think they usually, like the earlier ones especially, they still put you on a timer. You enter the stage, you have a timer. But what you do around the stage is kind of up to you. You can kind of explore it, and there's like little objectives. As like, oh, you know, grind these things, do that thing. And you don't have to do them all in one run. They're just like different objectives that you can complete. And, you know, you want to do them all so you can completely complete the level. So maybe a little more freeform it is, like little unique objectives. Like, I don't know, like a mall level where it's like, oh, there's 5 trash cans. Grinding 5 trash cans will earn you a thing. And that is just one of several objectives, and you don't necessarily have to do all the objectives to get to the next stage, or whatever, but like just having multiple objectives around the stage, perhaps, if we want to have them be a little more exploration heavy. I think maybe not for every stage. If linear stages, I think linear stages are still good, like what we have in this game, but maybe some stages which have evolved a little more exploration. There were some exploration stages, mind you, in this game, like the ones where I had to explore the level to get all the take spots. But I mean a level that's more freeform in the sense of like, oh, there's multiple things I can do, and I can pick out what I want to do, and, you know, maybe start like a specific mission or something in the stage. and maybe don't have a, like, maybe those more adventure levels, if they do exist, don't worry about like time on those levels. Like, you don't have to worry about your time. Maybe it's more just you know, like you select the mission, and then you have a timer maybe, but like you don't have a timer starting out. Like, it's just kind of freeform exploration based levels that are a little more chill until you start an objective or something. I don't know. Just some random thoughts. I also was thinking something. You know how we played that Rochambeau game, and the screen kind of went to an isometric perspective for the two characters standing there and doing Rochambeau? I actually thought when that screen loaded that we were about to go into an isometric skating stage, and I think that would actually be really cool as a level type as well for the sequel. So basically diagonal skateboard kind of section. Let me actually go back to that real fast, because, let's see, I think it was this one, right? Yeah, like, look at this perspective before the stage loads all the way. It looks like we're going to be skating down an isometric style. That sort of style would be pretty cool. That would be quite a gameplay shift, but it would be kind of neat to see. Like, maybe one where, I think one of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games for the Game Boy Color was actually isometric, and you could, like, turn and go, you know, different directions. And that's how they made the level explorable. And also kind of created better gravity physics for the skateboarding. That's quite a shift of style. But if Platina feels like doing some levels in that style, that would be kind of neat to see as well. Because I think the Game Boy Color Tony Hawk game actually had a pretty good thing going for it. At least the one I'm thinking of. Which one is it? Actually, let me see. Because I think there may have been a few. I think the first one may have been. Yeah, the first one was just you were in a half pipe and you were like overhead view. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Which one am I thinking of that has the isometric style? Or was it one of the Game Boy Advance ones that was isometric? I can't remember now. Okay, it was the Game Boy Advance one. See, I still think you could probably do that on the Game Boy Color, though. In fact, I'm pretty sure some games did. But, what I'm basically talking about is this. The Game Boy Advance Tony Hawk games were in an isometric style such as this. And that allowed for a little more freedom and exploration stuff. This would be more limited on the Game Boy Color, but you could technically do it on the Game Boy Color as well. There are some Game Boy Color games that are legitimately 3D, because crazy engine things. So, yeah. But since they're making a skateboarding game, I would suggest trying to do an isometric style, maybe as an experiment. Because it would allow for, like, going up and down ramps and stuff easier. 2D does limit that a little bit, so. Anyways, let's go back to looking at the art. We looked at the first page. I'm still confused by this art. Not confused, like a tree. That's the word. It's different from the other art, so it's really interesting. Alright, let's look at what else we got. All bark, all bite, PlatinaXO. I don't know if that's specifically the Hound Killer. I think that might just be the Doberman guards. They seem pretty angry. Renaissance. Ooh. That's like Vivi looking in a mirror and seeing her feral ancestor. That's kind of neat. Graffiti Burst. That's cool. So they... Wait. Oh! Oh, it took me a second. Okay. This is what I would call evocative art. But not in a bad way, mind you. Not in a bad way. It took me a second to realize what I was looking at. Yeah, so that's, it looks like Vivi is reclining. We get to see her side and her tail and her hip. And she is painted over. So it's a body paint situation. That's really cool. I kind of like that. That is artistic enough to justify in like a gallery. You could probably get away with playing something like this in a gallery. Oops, I slipped and fell on the water paints. Whoops. Pride / Lone. Ooh. Well, this was done in a much different style. I like the dithering. That's kind of neat. Looking out of the sunset. I not mean to pricks that one. Let's go here. Rat poison. Not sure what that's people mean by paint me like one of your French girls. Listen, I believe Platina is French. So if anybody has a justification to do that paint me like one of your French girls things, it's probably a French artist. Like, if they have a justification, that's a freebie for them. They can just do that meme whenever they want. Go bananas. Actually, it is. I mean, it's very zoomed in, but it does seem to be a paint me like one of your French girls pose, actually. Let's see. Gotta love the pollen alien. And then tree trunks. Yes, we got the giraffe. What was her name again? Maya, I think. I have a lot of trouble reading graffiti text. And then I guess we have earned, we earned Blood, Sweat, Tears. We earned Gina, because she did join our crew after being not evil anymore. V for victory. Also, you know another thing I appreciate about Vivi? Finishing touch, yeah. This thing is all white. Wait, did it just start the cutscene? Okay, I don't think it was supposed to start the cutscene. Or, oh, well, I see. It's just she just does the announcement. She can't. Vivi can't help but like mouth off a little bit as we look at this artwork. But one thing I really appreciate about Vivi's design, if you notice, if you look at like the lower right, what is everybody's opinion on hooved anthros? As in, like, you know, deer or sheep or anything with a hoof, like a horse. Do you, like, I think it's understandable why some people will then give them, instead of hooves for hands, they'll have fingers. But I do appreciate when one can pull off the hoof design. Like, she's an anthro, but if you look, she has hooves. And I kind of like that. I kind of like the hoof design. If it's pulled off right. Looks, it just... I mean, yeah, it's not as super practical for, like, being a hand, but it has a vibe, I guess you could say. Incidentally, Essler's Soda is also the same way. He could be a bit anthro, but he's technically still, he's like feral. He's more like feral that can walk on two legs. Oop, I look at this. I think I'm biased. Oh, what are you biased for? I don't actually know. But yeah, that should be, I think that's all the artwork. I think. Just those 2 pages. But a lot of cool artwork. They definitely put some time drawing these arts. And making sure they worked with the Game Boy Color, too. Yeah, because, like, actually, if you look, I think she does have a thumb. So they kind of did hoof, but also here's a little extra dexterity. That's a good way of doing it, I'd say. I exchanged vowels with a deer, so... That's true. That's true. I just was thinking about it, and I was like, I don't actually know what sort of hand style they have thinking about it. Like, I could not remember. Yeah, 20 cans, I guess, and we have all the art, so I think that is... I think I can officially say that we have 100% in this game. And that was fun. I had a good time. Let me do a save state, just in case. I had a good time with this. I hope you guys did too. And like I said, there will be a sequel. I don't know if... I'm not aware if Platina plans on trying to kickstart the sequel again. I'm not sure. I will say this very bluntly. I think I wasn't surprised the Kickstarter failed, and I'm not saying that because I think that this game was bad or anything. On the contrary, but I think, and I'm trying to help with this, but I think Platina Platina doesn't have a lot of an audience right now. Like their games and stuff. Like I think what they're doing is great, and they're clearly very passionate what they do, and I enjoy playing their games. However, I don't think a lot of people are playing their games, so I do encourage you guys to consider checking out Platina's itch.io page if you're interested in what they do. I will link it here in the chat. It'll also be linked in the video description. Go check them out if you are interested in what they do. Because I do think that I think they have a lot of passion, and I think our circus was a little bit rough because it was like an early game for them. MOXIE here, huge step up, especially this non-demo version. Like definitely much better polish, much better graphics. Really digging this. They're going somewhere with this game. With this game, I can definitely say that they're going somewhere. It's not super long, but it feels still fun to play. And that's what matters. It's long enough. It's definitely long enough. And the S ranks give a nice extra thing to go after, so I like that a lot. I'm going to look forward to their... I think that the sequel to this game will probably be an even better game than this one, because they are advancing quickly on their skills, I've noticed. Each game they produce is definitely better than the last one. So, I think Graffiti Burst 2, I hope that game... I hope that this game gets a little more attention. I also hope that the sequel gets a little more attention. They just need to find their audience. They need to find the group of people that are like, hey, this is a good developer. We should play their games. We should care about their stuff, you know? So I'm trying to help with that, by the way. That's why I agreed. That's why I promised to stream this game all the way through, because I want to help them out. I think they're a pretty cool indie developer, and I recommend keeping an eye out on them, especially if you like furry stuff, because, I mean, I think this game specifically demonstrates that if you like furry stuff, again, worthy to watch out and see what this developer does. So keep an eye on Platina if you are interested. I'm sure they would appreciate it. With that being said, that is good content, I assume. It is. But, like, well, actually, again, I want to remind you, Epic, I didn't actually know that there was even, like, BBWs in this game, because the demo had the first 2 worlds. You can watch back the demo, actually. You can prove my words if you're interested. When I played the Kickstarter demo, it was the first 2 worlds, and the characters are cute. I do like them. But the BBW characters were only in World 3 and beyond, so... yeah, I didn't actually know that I was going to be playing a game with characters like that in it. I'm not opposed to that, but it wasn't also planned. I did not plan it that way. That wasn't an objective or anything. It just kind of was a happy accident. But yeah, it does make me, I will admit, it does make me more interested to check out their future games too, to see what kind of characters they draw in the future. Because, yeah, I just like their art in general. It's not just about the furry baiting. I just like their art. So, we'll see what happens in the future with Graffiti Burst 2 or whatever it's going to be called. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Go check out Platina if you're interested, like I said. And that was MOXIE Graffiti Burst, and I hope you guys liked it.